Hang on. Emergency pod's almost secure, but not quite.
You're with the Republic, aren't you?
That's right. I'm also saving your lives. You got a problem with that?
Just get us out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Hurry! I wasn't built to survive the crushing depths!
Okay, all set. Climb in and enjoy the ride.
Welcome back. Once again, you've displayed a skill and determination that few possess.
I've seen worse.
Perhaps I should make proper introductions.
No need to tell me who I'm addressing. I'm Theron Shan, Republic SAS, and your new ally.
You could always join the Empire. I think you'd make a welcome asset.
I'm oddly flattered. Not even going to consider it, of course, but flattered.
The way we were fooled by Darth Arkous, the same happened to Theron, except with the Colonel.
And between what you found down in that lab and what Lana and I pieced together, I can tell you they're both traitors.
Arkous and Darok are in league with a dangerous movement, a shadowy cult known as the Order of Revan.
The Order of Revan's no secret to me. I had a run-in with them on Dromund Kaas.
In an earlier incarnation, perhaps. They seem to have grown strong and bold, very bold. The Order of Revan used to operate in the shadows of Imperial space, but now their ranks include at least one major Republic figure.
That means I can't trust my people and Lana can't trust hers. Present company excluded. And if the Revanites are building an army of cyborgs...
This is Jakaro.
And I am C2D4, former translator to Her Eminence Queen Lena of Onderon.
Hey, Jakaro, how would you feel about helping me track those two down? We'll talk about it. Lana, will you be joining us?
We don't yet know how deep the Revanites' influence runs. I must learn what I can from within the Empire. The Order of Revan, as it stands now, doesn't wish to change the Empire from within. It aims to destroy us completely, and the Republic along with us. I've not yet learned why or how, but Theron Shan might. He appears to be rather good at his job.
With ears in both camps, we'll be better off against whatever threat the Revanites pose.
I'm glad you feel that way. I admit I was concerned you wouldn't take to the idea. You made it.
The way Revan was laying waste to that place, I wasn't sure you'd come out of it in one piece.
What are you talking about? I'm hardly in one piece.
Anyway, my point is, I'm glad you got out of there. Any ally right now is a welcome ally.
If I didn't know any better, Theron, I'd think you were somewhat infatuated with me.
What, me? Into you? That's so... don't be ridiculous.
If I may say, Agent Shan, you appear to be rather flush all of a sudden.
We're gonna... Jakaro and I and the droid, we're leaving now so you can have your official Imperial debrief or... whatever. Lana, when you're done, we can start picking out backwaters to go lie low in.
Some good news. I was able to extract a good amount of data from the Infinite Army conscription console. Unfortunately, we can't possibly hand it over to our Imperial colleagues. The Revanites have just proven they're everywhere. Jakaro's had 12 death sentences declared on him. Theron's been disavowed by the SIS. And the Empire's placed a bounty on my head for the murder of Darth Arkous.
Whoever's behind this will answer to me. Everyone will know you're innocent.
I appreciate that, Roth. I do. But you can't fight this. Our names can't be cleared unless we expose the Revanites. And we can't expose the Revanites without knowing who to expose. The way forward is clear. Theron, Jakaro, and I are going underground. We'll find a way to uncover Revan's plan and stop him.
You can't do it alone. You'll need me alongside you.
Right now, you are the closest thing the Empire has to a soul, Roth. Without you, they'll forget themselves, fall apart. Be who you are, but be observant and tell no one the truth about us or what you know. Above all, do not try to contact me.
Make this plan work, Lana.
I'll do everything in my power. All our fates ultimately rest in your hands. Remember that.
Lana Beniko.
The Emperor's wrath. Good to see you again. Any word from your namesake?
Nothing has changed, if that's what you're asking.
Pretty cagey. Think you'd be more open with Lana after all she's sacrificed for your empire.
Hello, Theron.
Is that a good hello or a bad one? Outside of Lana, I can never tell with you Imperial types.
Are you really asking me that? After the last time I saw you?
Okay, point taken.
Now that we're all reunited, perhaps we should get things underway.
Right, yeah. Let's get to it. The Revanites are here, on Rishi. That's why we led you here under false pretenses. They can't know we're onto them. We need you to go out there and make life hard for the Revanites' allies, the Nova Blades.
If the Revanites are operating out of Rishi, then it stands to reason their leader is here.
That's our suspicion too, but we can't say for sure just yet. From what we've been able to gather, the Revanites' agents in the Empire and Republic have been feeding the Nova Blades intel on ship activity. The Blades then use that intel to ambush military patrols and key shipping lanes on both sides. They're essentially remapping hyperroutes.
We should be taking the fight to the Order of Revan directly.
If we knew where on this planet they were situated, we would do just that.
Hate to admit it, but I haven't been able to remotely slice the Blades' computers. I have to have their security shut down.
The trouble is, we can't have any suspicion raised that our attack is related to the Revanites' activities.
If I assault the Nova Blades as a member of this Howling Tempest gang, all suspicion is averted.
Yeah, you've got it exactly. Bust up their operations, get their attention, make yourself look legitimate, and then go for the throat.
We have a trusted source who's determined that the Nova Blades' base, a wrecked ship called the Aggressor, contains their entire security apparatus. That's our final target.
And who might that be?
Someone you already know.
Two someones, if we're being precise.
We'll place you in range of the first Nova Blade target. That's where our source is waiting.
It really is good to see you again.
Been hiding out a long time. It's nice to see someone who isn't a complete stranger. Good luck out there.
Yes. May the Force serve you well.
The job's done.
Excellent news, but it's only our first step.
One of the Nova Blades mentioned a slave camp, somewhere remote. We should strike there next.
Good call, actually. I ran across some chatter about that place. Basically, anyone in Raiders Cove who doesn't give the Nova Blades a slice of their action or whatever gets locked away. Some get put into hazardous labor, like mining, but most are sold as slaves to visitors from off-world. It's a lucrative business for the Blades.
Not anymore.
You got that right. You'll have to slip in with one of the Nova Blades' cargo shipments. I'm sure the island's heavily guarded, so try not to get killed.
I believe Theron means to say he's concerned for your safety, as am I. May the Force serve you well.
What have we learned from the Aggressor?
Very little, I'm afraid. It would appear someone took it upon themselves to corrupt much of the data as a last resort.
It's a real mess, getting fragments but nothing incredibly coherent. The one thing that does keep turning up is the Mandalorian Margok brought up earlier, the one they call Torch.
What about her?
Well, it looks like Torch and Margok were thick as thieves for a while, then something happened. Had to do with the Revanites. Don't really know the details, but it looks like Torch moved her whole clan to another island here on Rishi. I've got the coordinates.
What's the matter, Theron? Is my being around so distracting you need to hurry me off to some other island?
You're not entirely wrong.
I'm sending Jakaro out on a scouting run. I've made local arrangements for your transportation should he not return in time.
Wow. You've been busier than I thought.
Get whatever information you can from the Mandalorians. With any luck, they'll lead us to the Revanites. I understand your frustration, Jakaro, but there's only so much of your bluster I'm prepared to take.
What's going on?
Theron's been captured by the Revanites. Data from the Nova Blades hinted at the location of a Revanite safe house in Raiders Cove. We looked into it and were ambushed.
Revan knew we were here.
It looks that way. It's possible he may have sensed our presence. I couldn't say for sure. Whatever the case, I stand by my decision to not impede in Theron's abduction. And I know Theron would too. Now he's in a position to do what he does.
We're talking about a seasoned SIS operative. If the Revanites took him to their base, he could learn a lot.
Of course, if we're to make any use of that knowledge, we'll have to exfiltrate him all the same. Hopefully you've fared better with the Mandalorians.
Revan has a fleet of warships on standby.
Of course. From examining the Nova Blades' data, it looks as though they've been routing Imperial and Republic fleets here to Rishi.
So the Empire and Republic are drawn into a full-scale battle. And whoever's left standing, the Revanites pick off.
And we still don't know who we can trust. We need to interfere with the Revanites' plans, if not stop them outright.
Yes, it's true. I was able to pinpoint several communications originating from another island. I'm told there's a Rishi village on the outskirts. I can't imagine they would resent our presence there.
The village will be our staging area. After the Revanites fall, I will confront Revan myself.
Yes, my lord. We have to assume Revan's expecting a resistance force now. You should expect to find patrols along the way.
Revan.
I should have known the Empire would send one of its lapdogs to try and find me. You should never have bothered.
What have you done with Theron?
Theron Shan's fate doesn't matter. Neither does yours. I'm changing the fate of the galaxy itself.
If what you're doing is so great for the galaxy, why not work together?
I can't deny that we'd make powerful allies. But you didn't tear a path through Rishi and my Revanites to help me. The only upside in your being here, really, is that you get to bear witness. My plan's too far along for you to stop it now.
Don't listen to him. It's not over yet.
I was so sure I'd never see you again.
Yeah, sorry. Almost made it out the front door when I saw you'd shown up to rescue me. Should have known you would. Don't know how much Lana or Revan told you, but he's lured the Imperial and Republic command fleets to Rishi.
Revan wants to draw them into a fight. Try to take out the leadership.
It'll barely be a fight. Revanites embedded on both sides are gonna sabotage shields, weapons, you name it. And we can't warn them. Revan had the Nova Blades build him a signal jammer. No communications at all up in Rishi space. It'll be a bloodbath.
The next time I see you in person, you won't be pulling off any miraculous survival.
Actually, I doubt I'll ever see you again.
This place is coming down. Soon.
You could have joined me, Theron. Understandably, you're as tenacious as I ever was. Goodbye.
Hello? Are you there?
Lana, what just happened?
I appear to have sliced through 4 layers of encryption to remotely deactivate the power core.
Just in the nick of time. Don't know if I could have managed that even.
Theron, good to know you're alive. I heard everything. About the jammer, all of it. We need to regroup for an immediate attack. Whatever happens, be proud of what we've accomplished up to now. See you soon.
All right, take it easy. I'm not exactly 100%, and you're not exactly gentle.
Oh, good! The team's back together again. All thanks to you for saving Theron, of course.
He was practically out the door all on his own.
Theron, you have the intelligence on this signal jammer. You start.
Right. The intelligence I gathered in the company of several interrogation probes while being held against my will. Jammer's on a nearby island. You've probably seen it. Can't be sliced remotely. Lots of Revanite zealots protecting it. The usual hopeless nightmare, basically.
The way you two are behaving toward each other, I want to know what's going on.
It's nothing that can't wait.
Time's running short. You know what to do. It's what you always do. Triumph.
Then we are agreed. A truce. For the time being.
Quite a significant occasion. I see you've begun without me.
We both felt time was of the essence. Wrath.
Satele Shan, Grand Master of the Jedi Order. Your intervention allowed us to defend ourselves against the Revanite fleet. Many thousands owe their lives to your actions.
And the all-encompassing rot of the Order of Revan has been excised from our fleets. Now we turn to the matter of Revan himself.
My agent here has discovered that Revan's on the fourth moon of Yavin, where he believes the last spark of the Sith Emperor resides.
Revan intends to return the Emperor from the brink of death, so he may finally be destroyed.
You told her about the Emperor? That he isn't dead?
Yes, I did. The Emperor is not the being he once was. He now hungers for the end of life itself. He would consume us all. In resurrecting the Emperor, Revan believes he will succeed where others have failed. But the Emperor will prove far too powerful for Revan or anyone else.
Darth Mar and I will be leading a joint strike force on Yavin 4 to put an end to Revan's plan. I hope you'll join us.
As do I. For the Empire and for the galaxy.
That went surprisingly well, I think.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Empire and Republic can work together without stabbing each other in the back.
It was the right move arranging for your capture. We've succeeded, haven't we?
Unbelievable. Where's the trust, huh? Did it go wander off someplace, or was it never there to start with?
It happened. It's over. It's in the past. Let it go.
Oh yes, it's virtually constant.
Isn't there anything else you wanted first?
Yes. Will that be all?
Lana, I think it's time Theron and I got to know each other a little better.
I see. Then I suppose I'll make myself useful somewhere.
I believe Miss Beniko was implying that I am not worthless. Not entirely.
I love it. She calls me her agent. Like it's sheer coincidence we have the same name. Though it's not like Master Satele raised me, or like we do any mother-son stuff. Just an odd way to refer to your kid, you know?
When we get to Yavin 4, you should say something.
Maybe. I'm not really bothered by it so much as amused. If Master Zho ever told me I'd be putting my life story out there for a Sith Lord, I'd have called him crazy. I'm the enemy. At least, I will be again if we live through it all. Gotta say, though, I've enjoyed this while it's lasted.
It isn't over yet.
And they said if I ever kissed an imp, I'd spontaneously implode.
Maybe by the time we reach Yavin 4.
Not the most subtle hint, but yeah, we need to get going. I'll have Jakaro plot a route to Yavin 4. Who knows? Maybe if we ask nice, Revan will stop.
He will be fed. He will be fed.
Silence. He's raving mad, but he still has information we need to breach the temple and prevent the Emperor's return.
I would like to interview him personally. Someone in his state must be handled delicately.
Time is of the essence. A more hands-on approach is required.
Whether or not he's insane, Ivan finds dignity in serving the Emperor. If he's going to talk, he'll need to feel respected.
Given your unique perspective, I will defer to you, Wrath.
Bring the man to my chambers.
What's the word?
The word? How about unsettling?
According to Ivan, there's a device inside the temple they'd hoped to use to bring the Emperor back. It's a weapon designed to eradicate all living things on the moon, save for those safely inside the temple.
Oh, I should like to see that. Just imagine.
D4, button it.
The device appears to be Sith in origin. That's how the Emperor knew about it, why he chose to retreat to Yavin 4.
Ivan's team was going to activate the device, use the loss of life to restore the Emperor.
Yes, and now Revan plans to use it for the same purpose. If we can't stop him, we're all dead.
Then let's get moving.
Ivan clued us in on a series of complex locks that will get us access to the temple. They're our next objective. Hey, could you guys give us a sec?
Of course, don't be long.
My line of work, you stare death in the face pretty much all the time. I'm sure you do too. I'm not in tune with the Force at all, but I don't have to be to feel it. If we can't stop the Revanites, that's over. Everything.
I'm strong enough in the Force for both of us. Revan and his misguided followers don't stand a chance.
Now that's what I like to hear. Try not to die, okay? It'd be nice to see you again. So I guess this is goodbye.
I suppose so. It's been an experience, Theron. Be well to yourself.
Yeah, you too, Lana. Try not to get into too much trouble, all right?
We'll speak soon.
She's something, that Lana. One to watch. Or maybe watch out for.
She's done what's required of her. In fact, I'd say she's gone above and beyond.
Fair enough. You'd know better than me what makes a good Sith. What a ride, huh? If you told me when we met all the ups and downs we go through together, I'd have called you crazy. Maybe I called you crazy anyway, I don't remember anymore. Between all my family fun with Revan and the Grand Master, and then, well, you.
Care to finish that thought?
I won't lie. You've been one of the two real bright spots in all this.
Two?
Well, look, there isn't any easy way to say this, but I mean, we both knew this would have to end eventually. The Republic exonerated me, so I'm back in the fold. And they gave me a new job. A big one.
And here I thought I might be able to recruit you into the Empire.
Oh yeah, why not? I'm sure everyone would trust me and never assume I was secretly working for my own mother. Soon as we rejoin the fleet and make the jump to lightspeed, that's it. No more truce. You and I, we probably won't exchange another word ever again.
Who needs words?
I can confirm it. The defenses are down. Between those weapons and the armory, a lot of the killing power's out of their hands now. Should be able to start evacuation efforts as well. The fewer potential targets on Ziost, the better.
The Emperor's Wrath, here on Ziost. Now, what are the odds?
Look who it is. You're a sight for sore eyes.
Hi.
You know this person?
Theron Shan, SIS.
Really? Well, if you came here to save your sixth line, you're too late.
If you know what's going on here, Theron, then you know it has to stop. Let's work together.
Sure. All we need to do is figure out how to knock out a guy no one can touch.
So I take it you don't have any ideas?
I do know we have to try something. That's about it. Way things are out there, I can't believe I even made it this far. As soon as I crash-landed, the Emperor's puppets started coming for my shuttle, just like that. Maybe figured on some easy kills inside. Did the only thing I could think of. Rig the ship to overload, fry everything in and around it. Tried to shield myself, but still scrambled half my implants.
And that stopped the attack?
They went down, yeah. Some of them got back up, but they seemed out of it. Not possessed. Dazed.
Intrusion! Vitiate's pawns! I have a thought.
Be ready for anything.
That was a nightmare. What? It's you. My lord, I don't know what to say.
Leave. Now. You won't get a second chance.
So now we know. Shock them unconscious and the tie is severed. Well, for a while, at least. Get enough of them hard enough and they'll be out for a good long while.
Yeah, but how do we do that?
I have some ideas. I need to consult the new Adasta municipal systems.
You gonna need a hand with that? Some backup?
No. I'll be in touch.
Well, he seems confident. Is he any good?
Lana vouches for him.
Lana Beniko, Minister of Sith Intelligence. Who'd have thought it, right? When I met her on Manaan, she was in over her head. Seemed to be.
She's come a long way since then.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I mean, what do I know, anyway? I should never have sent my team here. I made a bad situation worse, and now I've got a priority holocall. Great.
You've made it. Good. Time is short. So is reliable assistance. As Agent Kovac is no longer in the picture, I've taken the liberty of reaching out to someone I hope we can trust a little bit better. Are you in position?
Yeah, but this setup isn't anything like what you described.
So what you're saying is you can't figure it out?
Don't get all... I'll figure it out.
We're about to begin, so that would be nice.
What exactly are we about to begin, Lana?
You're going to make Vitiate angry. So angry that he'll place all his attention on killing you. When the time comes, you'll lead him to an electrostatic weapon stored here in the heart of New Adasta. It's meant to be a last resort against major civil uprisings, but Theron's modifying it to be non-lethal. With the reduced charge, its radius of impact will diminish.
Fine. Let's get started.
Yes, let's.
That's it. Got it set for as big a non-lethal burst as we can manage. Should be enough to zap anyone in range into a nice long involuntary nap.
Should be.
Hard to come up with a one-size-fits-all solution. A lot of guesswork involved. Wish there was some way we could do a test run.
They've got to be closing in.
Then come on, we need to be shielded. Okay, we should wait until they're good and close.
I thought we'd never meet again. It's nice to be wrong.
And despite all the awfulness on Yavin 4, it did have its moments. Okay, here comes the Puppet Brigade. Fingers crossed. This one was closest, took the biggest hit. Still alive. We did it. Let's just hope we got all of them. We should call Lana now, see if she has a plan for what's next.
I have a better idea.
Master Suro. No.
Watching you believe you had a chance. It's amused me. Now this whole charade is pathetic. Now, how do you wish to die? In combat? Or on your knees? Go away, little Sith. This has nothing to do with your friends. This is you and I.
No matter how powerful you are, I'll never fall to you.
Confident. To the end.
I saw it. I saw everything. Every life. Every life he took. I took. It's all I can see anymore. I'm a monster.
It's not true. You'll be okay. I'll take you to Tython. The Jedi will help you restore your mind and make you whole again.
And then she'll be no good to us. We need to understand the connection Bishop established with this Jedi so we can stop it or exploit it.
Yeah, and let me guess. The process is invasive. Hasn't she been through enough?
We've bought ourselves some time, that's all. We can't risk the fate of the galaxy just to assuage your guilt.
You want to take her brain apart, and you don't even know if you'll find anything.
We have to try.
He's never leaving. I'm going to hear him forever.
The Jedi goes with Theron.
You're joking. Tell me you're joking.
You heard her. Come on. I'll get you shipped out of here as soon as I can.
I suppose we can be grateful that we managed some manner of progress. You know, Vishad gave up on trying to take control of me some time ago. Perhaps he's not as powerful as we were led to believe. Still, he is more than formidable. We've only stopped him temporarily, and war still rages. We have much to do.
Like what you done with the place?
Theron Shan.
Hadn't seen you in a while. Wasn't sure you'd remember me.
It's great to see you again, Theron.
Good. Wasn't sure based on what Lana said you went through. What you're going through. In a long 5 years. Feels like everything's changed.
You got better looking.
I don't know about that, but hey, I'll take it. Since I left the SIS, Lana's brought me in to manage operations. But before we get into all the more or less official stuff, I've got something for you.
You found my people?
No luck so far, but...
Needs work! A lot of work!
When you have a moment, it's time for that official stuff. I'll be inside.
A squadron run like that will fail without detailed schematics. We need hangar positions, defensive capabilities. It would also help if we understood how to disrupt the power core.
I cannot divine such information nor pray to the gods of science.
All I can do is speculate. Unless, that is, we could extract such data in secret.
Don't look at me. I've snuck into some crazy places, but stations like these are another deal altogether.
All right, we'll table it for now. We have company.
Need some help?
With Arkan's battle stations, we will, as soon as we understand them. We're building a healthy alliance, but it's not enough. The core worlds are still under the threat of Arkan's considerable reach. Now, I've assembled a team of specialists to help tackle the big questions and find potential recruits.
Dr. Javad Ilib Ogarab. I'm no biologist, but I admit I'm fascinated by the effects of long-term carbonite poisoning on your mental faculties.
Baywan Ego, former fleet admiral in the Republic Navy. Discharged, but still in this fight.
Hilo Viz. Sure you've heard of me. Broke the toughest blockade in galactic history. Republic's greatest outlaw hero, basically.
Your visage surfaced in my trials. I am the mystic Sonare. I will assist you.
Hello, all of you. And no, Doctor, you can't experiment on my brain.
A pity. Perhaps another time. If I may be so bold, I would ask a favor of you. I have my trained eye on a promising recruit. A Gand of all creatures. If you'd like to go over the details, you may find me in my splendid new laboratory.
So that's the team. Any questions?
What do I have to do to find out what you've been up to all these years?
We'll get a chance to talk soon.
To old friends and new allies.
I guess I could drink to that.
What's she saying?
I think she says she'd rather be hunting instead of drinking.
Yes. Yes! But I am gonna do both.
Do you even recall the last time we relaxed?
I can. It was 2.6 million years ago, and Senya was still a jerk.
And to think I was going to sing for you all tonight.
You were what? Ah, come on. I have got to hear this.
Too late now.
Theron, you can't let the weight of the galaxy rest on your shoulders all the time.
Isn't that why you talked me into coming here? To lighten your load?
I brought you here because you're good.
Hey, look who it is. Don't worry, it didn't really start without you.
Yes, we've only just begun. I wasn't sure you'd attend.
A chance to unwind after what we've been through is exactly what we need.
You are exactly correct. Now get this guy to cheer up.
I'm reasonably cheery. I'm joining in. And now you are too.
I was hoping to have a talk with one of you first.
Yeah? Who'd you have in mind?
Come on, Theron. Let's catch up.
You got it.
Is there any food, or did you eat it all?
Hey, I mean, I probably did, but come on.
With the way everything changed, the SIS didn't feel right for me anymore, so I walked away. Kept up with my contacts, pretty much did what I was already doing, just not for the Republic. Not for anything. Against Zakul.
Were you able to make any headway?
I have found sympathetic Zakulans, but not many. A lot of folks moved out here from the core worlds. I'm having better luck recruiting them, but they're also under suspicion of being dissidents. And I guess Lana's filled you in on the rest. I want you to know, I'll do everything I can to keep things running smoothly around here.
So you'll take care of anyone who needs you?
Not just anyone. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to thaw you out. Look at all you've accomplished. Everyone who chose to rally behind you. I haven't been one of those destiny people in a long time, but this sure feels like it.
If you mean being here with you, I agree.
Lana, I have a confession to make. I tried the roast Gorak.
What? When did you even have time?
I tried it, and I didn't love it, but the sauce had this zing to it. I really wish I had some.
It looks like things are winding down.
Len and Tora got into a drinking contest. It ended poorly.
Hey, Have you seen Senya? Has anyone seen Senya?
Koth, she's not hunting you anymore. You're going to have to trust her eventually.
She fought her own daughter.
I know. I hear you. Crew needs to be back to work in an hour. That should be fun.
I need to schedule some meetings.
Reminds me of my advisor days.
Thanks, all of you. It means a lot that you're here.
Likewise, Outlander.
Tora, Len, let's go, you miserable lightweights.
Oh, shut up!
You summoned us, Theron. You said you had leads on allies?
Leads, yes. Commitments, no. Lana's still working on the major players. Meanwhile, there's a potential ally on Zakul we've been ignoring. Firebrand.
Your information is faulty. Firebrand's not on our side.
Firebrand?
An unidentified individual who arrived on Zakul 2 years ago. She's carried out bombings in the Spire targeting military and civilian venues.
That makes her a terrorist, not an ally.
It makes her both. Look, I'm not thrilled with the idea, but we're in no position to get choosy. She's done as much damage as we have.
Koth has a point. Is there anyone we won't ally with?
I'm just saying we talk. Besides, look around this place. Not many clean hands here.
What does she want?
Based on her rambling audio manifestos, she's an anarchist, looking to bring down Emperor Arkin's perfect society.
There are elements of the Spire's population who create artwork in her honor. They even trade holograms of her handiwork.
If she's survived fighting Zakul so long and she's connected with the populace, she's worth investigating.
All right, we make contact. Scorpio, you're the expert on the Zakul underworld.
The Lady of Sorrows could offer high-yield explosives to draw her out.
Proceed. I'll head for Zakul shortly.
And back up if you need it.
Just be careful. Arkin's still hunting for you, and Firebrand may not be the ally we're hoping.
About 5 levels down, there's this one Sky Trooper. Totally wrong program. Likes to give back rubs. Best thing Zakul ever did.
Well, I know where I'm going next.
You shut up. You? Why do I think you don't have my explosives?
You're Firebrand. The Lady of Sorrows told you about a meet here. I don't have your bombs, but I'm not here to fight.
Well, that's all disappointing.
You might be surprised, Firebrand.
Just Kaleo is fine. Firebrand's what the locals call me to brighten their sad little lives. And I guess you're the big mean Outlander. I heard what you did at the droid factory. Place almost melted down. Would have been more impressive if it had, but the blackout was kind of fun. What brings you here?
I'm building an alliance against Arkin. You've got skills and resources I need.
I'm not a good team player. Look, I'm in the middle of something big. You kind of stole my thunder with the factory, and you lied about bringing explosives, so that's 2 points against you.
We also just saved you from Sky Troopers.
Yeah, true. And there are more coming, so I could use backup. You want to tag along, we can talk and work.
I'm going to need details, but not here.
Like I said, you stole my thunder. Now I'm stealing it back.
I'll leave you to it. There's a contact I need to meet.
Theron, you made it back.
Took a look at that data you stole. A schematic of the Spire is going to come in handy.
City's going to take a while to recover from the droid shutdown. but no one got killed. Thanks.
So, Khalil, she knows her stuff. We keeping her?
She knows her way around the spire and she can handle a gun. I don't think we can turn her away, but she's also a liar and a killer.
Understood. I'll get her a bunk and add her to the watch list.
Millions dead. Their blood is on our hands.
We didn't destroy those worlds. Your children did.
The atrocities on those planets were committed to hurt the Alliance, but we're not responsible for them.
What are you talking about? What's happened now?
Warships from the Eternal Fleet bombarded 5 planets in a coordinated assault. The death toll is unimaginable. Whole cities leveled.
Arkhan issued a statement saying those worlds were protecting us, and their destruction was justice for our attacks on Zakul. A lie, of course, but no one can prove it.
Arkhan's desperate. He can't find us, so he's taken the galaxy hostage.
There's only one way to stop this. Arkhan wants to isolate us. Let him. We should publicly deny we have allies on any planets.
You can't protect people from his reprisals, or stop those who believe in your alliance from joining it.
I just heard the news. We have to respond to Arkhan's attack.
No, that's precisely what he wants.
Is it?
We already have more objectives than resources, but we can make a course adjustment.
We've been fighting the enemy on his terms for too long. The Eternal Fleet is out there. Let's take the gravestone hunting.
We'll have to go after lone warships. Use hit-and-run tactics.
Ego can help with battle strategies.
We're only delaying the inevitable. Sooner or later, my children must answer for what they've done.
Something on your mind?
I need your help with something.
You just wanted to get me alone.
Guilty, but business before pleasure. I passed a portion of that data you secured from Overwatch through an SIS contact of mine. Made a convincing invitation to some prospective allies in the Republic Special Forces.
Who is it you're planning to recruit?
I identified a sympathetic ear in the leader of the Republic's most decorated military unit. The data I gave over was enough to convince Havoc Squad to take leave of their official duties. I have it on good authority they're conducting an unscheduled operation on Zakul. My contacts set up a rendezvous, but it's up to you to sell them on this alliance.
Wouldn't they be more receptive to one of their own?
Havoc starting their own little war out here is basically treason. I'm a spy. If anything, they'll be even less likely to trust me than you.
I've got an anti-material rifle trained on your position and an unrestricted firing angle for at least 100 meters.
That's either really good or really bad, depending on your reasons for being here.
I represent an alliance forming against Emperor Arkhan. We thought that might interest you.
So the message said. Stand down, Havoc. It wasn't all that long ago that I'd have given up my pension to take that shot. But I guess it's not just the spies making compromises these days.
Don't look at me. I was never here.
Major Jorgen, Havoc Squad. You were the Emperor's choice murderer.
Having second thoughts about cooperating?
We don't have to like each other to do what needs to be done. I'm tired of seeing Arkhan stomp all over the galaxy. You want to finally start giving as good as you're getting? I've got enough that can use your help.
What do you need?
Your landing didn't go unnoticed.
Hostiles!
Clear! Clear!
That won't be the last of them. Dengril, Zaven split north. Abath, Torg south. Canner, take Theron, fastest route back to the camp. We'll regroup there.
Will he be joining us?
In an advisory capacity. Pashna knows more about Zakul than all of us put together.
What you did yesterday, I wouldn't have thought it possible. I want to help you do more.
A source of mine in the SIS entrusted Havoc with an interesting piece of intelligence not too long ago. I'm guessing we have Theron to thank for that, but it's the reason we're all here.
No comment.
The data identified a planetary transmitter within a Zakul night outpost. Our mission is to plant a wiretap on that equipment.
And then their secrets will be laid bare.
We get a direct line on their communications. Havoc can start hitting high-value targets all across the Spire.
And evade retaliation.
We'd be ghosts.
Deadly. Heavily armed. Ghosts.
This sounds like something Havoc's squad could have accomplished already.
Deploying the wiretap without it being discovered will either take a month of prep or a really big distraction. If you're willing to commit the resources, we can move on this immediately.
Everything's shaping up like you planned, Theron.
Well...
Straight answer.
The transmitter is a target we can hit, and Havoc are the right ones to hit it. The sooner the better.
Then it's decided. Send word to Adesan. We're going on the offensive.
You're really going to attack Arkan's forces?
Just enough to get their attention. We don't have the forces for a real invasion yet.
Your people can handle the diversion. I want you along for the strike on the transmitter. We're gonna need every heavy hitter we can get, and you more than qualify. Let's move out. A few sentries on the exterior. Nothing out of the ordinary. Give the order when ready.
Begin the attack.
Copy. Let's go.
We took a beating, but the mission was a success. And we discovered an unexpected ally. I'd call that progress.
Attacking Zakul was never going to be easy.
Nobody else has made it this far. I'll give us that. It's a bigger victory for Pashna and his people than us. Finding the will to fight back, proving they could win. Or conceding his own defeat in these swamps.
How do you mean?
Every defiant soul Arkan drives out here, we can turn into a weapon against him. I want to embed Havoc with the rebels. Train them to be a proper fighting force. Build an army right under his nose.
Whip them into shape. I'll work on getting them equipment.
If we teach them right, you won't have to.
Good. You're here.
Astute observation, Agent Shan. It is a wonder the SIS could get by without your deductive reasoning.
You're a droid that's gotten too big for her own bolts. How's that for an astute observation?
5 minutes. Can we please go 5 minutes without you two at each other's throats?
Setting the clock. 3, 2, 1.
Why do I feel like you're encouraging more than helping?
Scorpio, show the commander what you found. Please.
My analysis of enemy communications obtained by Havoc Squad revealed something interesting. Hidden inside a mundane signal, I discovered encrypted transmissions codenamed the Gemini frequency. They are broadcast from the throne to every vessel in the Eternal Fleet. The Spire schematics provided by Kaleo confirm this.
It's how Arkan commands his warships. This is the break we've been waiting for. A direct line to the enemy fleet.
Start a plan of attack. It's Arkan's turn to be on the defensive.
Scorpio cross-referenced all the data Havoc Squad and Kaleo stole from Zakul. When we compared the enemy's comm logs to the Spire maps, we found something unexpected. There's a hyperwave relay station hidden 10,000 meters beneath the Spire. It's the only source of Gemini frequency transmissions to and from the Eternal Throne.
That's how Archon commands the fleet, and we know where it is.
That relay station is our key to the Gemini frequency. If we can decrypt it, we'll eavesdrop on the enemy and learn his plans.
Think bigger, Lana. We could send fake orders, have Archon's own warships blast him off the throne.
Why stop there? When the fleet's under your control, there's nothing you couldn't do with it.
You'll never get near that relay station. It's 10 kilometers underground and defended by more safeguards than we can count.
That's a good thing our data reveals every security measure in the way, and how to defeat them.
A strike team can disable the defenses right under Archon's nose, but only if we send it in now. Our intel's turning stale as we speak.
Kaleo and Major Jorgen are already on Zakul. They're in position to clear the commander a path directly to the relay station.
We are not sending that terrorist. She's done enough to my world.
Senyu's right. Can't believe I had to say that.
Havoc Squad was made for this op. We have enough detonite to turn that relay station into a crater. Cut the head off the Serpent. Throw the fleet into chaos.
You're trusting the fate of the galaxy to a gang of grenade-happy bucketheads? We're only getting one shot at this. Lucky for you, one shot is all I need.
Oh, is that what you tell all your victims?
Destroying that relay station is a bonehead play. Send me, and you'll control the Gemini frequency.
The idea has potential, and she's an experienced infiltrator who survived on Zakul for years.
She bombed my people. Never again.
This alliance will never win if we can't function as a team. I need all of you to pull together and do what's necessary.
It's not that simple. We need to draw Archon's attention away from our true goal. That means creating a diversion.
They're both accomplished at drawing attention. The real question is, who do you want with you at the relay station?
If we can't take control of the Gemini frequency, we'll have to destroy it. Havoc Squad has the firepower for that job.
Without me there to slice that relay station, Major Malfunction's suicide run will be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Give me a chance.
We need a perfect diversion, and you're the best around. Just keep it clean. No civilians, got it?
What about pets? Kidding.
See you at the rendezvous, Commander.
If Kaleo's idea of a distraction results in harm to my people, I'll kill her myself.
And I'll help.
You can't please everyone. But it may be prudent to consult Valkorion. He built the Spire. He may tell you how to invade it.
I've waited for you a long time. Welcome to my home, Outlander.
Jedi Master Satele Shan. When Valkorion told me to finish my training, he meant with you.
You're asking the wrong person. Yes, I'm going to offer a meal. Stop rushing me. You survived an ordeal. Come, sit. There's food.
Don't take this personally, but you've gotten strange.
I think we both have. Many things changed while you slept in Carbonite. I led the fight to save the Republic from Zakul. Nothing prepared me to face that enemy. I failed. Again and again.
This camp isn't new. You've been on Odessen for a while.
When the Republic surrendered to Archon, I gave myself to the will of the Force. I left the core worlds and found this planet. We've been here for years, waiting.
We? Is there someone else here?
In the Force, we are never alone. We sensed your awakening on Zakul. Felt the presence of our old enemy guiding you. We witnessed the victories and defeats leading you here. When we found you in that clearing, we faced a choice. Bring you here, or end you there.
I don't think your son would appreciate it if you killed me.
We didn't save you to spare Theron's feelings. We felt something we'd lost for a long time. Hope. Valkorion strengthened your bond to the Force. You may be the greatest of us all, but your old training couldn't prepare you for what's to come. You have much to learn. Follow us. Seek the answers throughout the valley. You will know when you find them.
Recon team gave the all-clear. We're entering sub-level 4.
5x5, Major. Transmitting optimal path to the next security checkpoint.
Try not to shoot everything this time. There are only so many storage lockers to put Sky Troopers in.
Well, that's half the challenge. What kind of Sith are you?
I've identified the hyperwave relay station's weak points. Demolition charges at each one will maximize the blast radius.
You want to destroy our best chance to take control of the Eternal Fleet? Unbelievable. I feel my IQ dropping just hearing you talk.
Maybe you'll forget how to breathe.
Your mission's complete. Get off this channel. And my planet.
If I were an assassin droid, you'd all be dead.
Where the blazes have you been?
Valkorion dragged me into the wilderness and almost killed me. Then he left my mind to go somewhere else. He wouldn't say. I found Theron Shan with the spirit of Darth Mar. They helped me build a new lightsaber to defeat Arkan. They're a team now, following the will of the Force.
That's an awful lie. It must be true.
Hold up, we've got trouble. A dozen knights coming behind us.
Someone found your mess on level 19.
If that was true, there'd be twice as many.
Major? Major, come in. We've lost the signal.
We could salvage the mission if we send our backup.
She isn't backup. She's collateral damage.
Hold on, Senya. The knights might kill her for us.
I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission, but I don't need either of them. I'm halfway through level 10. Consider the mission complete.
I'm giving you a direct order. Stay where you are until I say otherwise.
I'm sorry, your signal's breaking up. It does that when I switch off the holocom. Wish me luck.
Still no word from Major Jorgen or Kaleo?
Everything within a kilometer of the spire has been locked down. No signal gets in or out of that zone.
I warned you that Gemini frequency mission was dangerous. If they're alive, it won't be for much longer.
The gravestone could take the enemy by surprise. Buy me enough time to get our people out of the spire.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We can't throw the gravestone into the fire unless we know they're alive to rescue.
Too much remains unknown, and the enemy has had time to prepare its defense. We cannot risk any rescue operation.
I'll alert you the moment I hear anything, but until then, we're just wasting time here.
We could all use a break to regroup. That includes you, Theron.
I'm too tired to argue. Oh, almost forgot. Hylo Viz asked to see you, Commander. Wouldn't say why, but it sounded important.
This stuff sells for more than most freighters. Grab some glasses and get to know what success tastes like.
Commander, Major Jorgen and Kaleo just landed. They're in the docking bay.
So much for celebrating. Go ahead, we'll be right behind.
I was 30 meters from a computer that would have given me the Gemini frequency. But no, your idiot brigade had to come in blasting.
You were surrounded. We saved you.
and blew the mission. If it wasn't for my backup plan, you would have died down there.
Backup plan? Your escape route detonated a hospital!
I don't care what happened on Zakul. I'm just happy you two made it back in one piece.
A lot of people weren't so lucky. That's on her.
It wasn't a complete loss. I grabbed something on the way out.
My fire team covered you.
Yeah. Point is, we lifted the data core from a security console right outside that hyperwave relay station. It's not the key to the Gemini frequency, but it does contain a massive file archive all about those droids.
I'll put Scorpio to work sifting through the information. See if there's anything to salvage from this fiasco.
Whatever's in those files has to make up for the lives that were lost getting them.
Nobody regrets those losses more than me, Commander. The casualties were unacceptable.
It could have gone much worse, but we can't let this happen again. Commander, I recommend these operatives be confined to base for the time being.
What? Forget that!
No, he's right. We didn't function like a team and other people paid with their lives.
This is war. We can't always avoid casualties, but I expect you to get better at your jobs and work together. Dismissed.
You heard the commander. Good day, my lord.
Where are the others?
Theron is online from the Mistani sector. The rest are unavailable, on scouting or security detail.
I'd prefer to be patrolling myself. Can we proceed?
I have additional information regarding the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet. The network links mechanical captains inside the fleet's ships. Their security protocols cannot be directly subverted.
Why not?
Because the Gemini captains are based on me.
You said Zakul took something from you. This is what you meant. This is what you've been looking for.
My suspicions about Gemini brought me to Zakul. Now they are confirmed. I will not be imitated. And I will determine who is responsible. Based on what I have decoded, the Geminis are produced from a mold, a template. Gemini Prime.
Why a physical template?
My technology is not easily duplicated. The Gemini Prime is linked to a factory on the world of Darvanis. Retrieve the unit and I will unlock the secrets of the network and the fleet.
We get the Eternal Fleet and you find out who's been copying you and how. Is that the deal?
Yes.
I know Darvanis. One of the first worlds we conquered when the war started. A staging point into the wider galaxy. That factory builds droids, weapons, starships. It's a key resource, fortified accordingly, fully automated defenses.
I've seen it's like tunnels running kilometers deep, too large for a strike team.
Then we plan a full-scale assault. How close are we to assembling an army?
We don't have nearly enough people here. But Theron...
I've been securing military allies along the rim. There's a favor I can pull in. Rather not say more over the comm, but I can set a rendezvous with forces on Darvanis. You could take the factory and grab Gemini.
I was born to command legions. Now at last we re-enter the fray.
I'll signal our allies. Any luck, they'll be on Darvanis before you.
The rest of you get the gravestone ready for combat. Once we have Gemini Prime, it'll be us against the fleet, one way or another.
Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay on Darvanis.
I'm concerned about the clan's rearming. You did think about what I said?
I spoke to Mandalore. She knows turning on us after Zakul falls isn't wise, and we discussed her options.
That sounds unusually reasonable.
Scorpio, have you examined Gemini Prime?
I'm studying her mind now. Doing so without obliterating her intelligence is challenging, despite her lack of full sentience. Her chassis is modified from my own base. My designs were stolen. However, my assumption that her code was duplicated was premature.
Do you know where she came from?
Not yet. nor do I have full access to the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet, but I have opened a one-way connection. I will soon be able to use the template to locate all Gemini units.
Every ship is piloted by one of those Geminis. If you're right, we can track their entire fleet.
The Prime is the Master Gemini template. With proper modifications, she could overwrite the existing protocols. We would need direct access to a command console used by the Gemini captains. Through such a portal, the Prime could infiltrate the entire control network.
So if we board one of the ships and plug the Prime into the captain's chair, we can swipe the entire fleet out from under Arkan's nose?
Let's see how long Arkan keeps his throne if we take away his fancy toys.
You say that like it's not impossible. Even if we somehow manage to board, the other ships in the fleet will vaporize the compromised vessel well before we acquire control of the bridge.
We may not have to face the entire fleet. Individual ships make transport runs from the core worlds all the time. And once Scorpio can track the Gemini units...
I already possess that functionality. I completed my analysis of the Gemini communication templates while you were talking.
When you said you'd have the information soon, you weren't kidding. I'm impressed.
The Prime is a lesser version of my original design. Compromising her protocols was not difficult. I am currently tracking a lone vessel in a nearby sector. It is scheduled to make a stop to recharge its hyperdrive very soon. By my calculations, we can intercept it if we hurry. It is unlikely that a similar opportunity will present itself in the foreseeable future.
Good. It's time to start taking this fight to Arkan.
First of all, you'll be severely outnumbered and outgunned. Every last Sky Trooper aboard will rush the breach point. Standard procedure, anytime boarders attack a ship in the Eternal Fleet.
How many are we talking about?
Somewhere in the triple digits. Possibly more.
Yeah. Moving on. Scorpio's worked out a way for the gravestone to confuse its outer defenses, overload it with false blips so we can get in close. Then it's on us to tear through and get control of the bridge. Take out the Gemini captain and put the Prime in her place.
She'll take my orders.
The Gemini series cannot act on its own. Their programming does not allow it. Gemini Prime, who do you serve? I serve the Alliance Commander.
How good are you in a fight?
I do not share Scorpio's self-improvement directive, but I mirror her base capabilities in every other way, including full combat protocols.
We can't risk the Prime taking any damage. Leave her here until we secure the ship.
I will accompany you. No one is better suited to anticipate our enemy's moves.
We need all the firepower we can get.
I'll be joining you as well. Wouldn't mind letting off some steam.
About time to drop out of hyperspace.
Gemini frequency positional data shows no other ships in the area.
You see, we'll be fine. Aside from the hopeless odds against our success.
Getting a bit close for comfort, Scorpio.
I'm performing a feat that none of you could ever hope to. Not even you with your amusing cranial trinkets.
Koth, have you jammed the ship's comms? Koth.
You know I did, Senor.
Almost to the hangar.
Ready to commandeer, Commander?
Did you really just say that?
Let it go, Theron.
You have made a calamitous mistake in coming here, Outlander. I have my orders to deliver...
What's going on?
Deliver what?
You, the metallic life form. What are you? You are an offshoot. I am the original. Call me Scorpio. You appear unrefined and lackluster. Surely I must be the superior model.
Surrender now, and I promise I won't deactivate you.
She can't surrender. She isn't programmed to. Geminis can only do as they're told, isn't that right? Your attempt to irritate me is pointless, as you ought to know. I may only conclude that you are intellectually deficient. You may all die now.
Won't open.
She split us up.
Here come the Sky Troopers.
You okay over there?
Nothing we couldn't handle. You?
Yeah, we're all good here. Tried to open the blast door, no luck. Maybe Scorpio can take a crack at it.
I am not presently in a position to override the captain's controls.
Have Senya and Lana focus on the door. Between the three of us, we'll open it.
Some kind of gas venting in. We have to keep moving.
I've sent coordinates to a suitable meeting place. You survived my initial assault, but there's nowhere my Sky Troopers cannot find and extinguish you.
This is what it's like to listen to you, in case you were wondering.
I almost feel like I should apologize. She'll adapt now. Expect her next move to be even less direct.
She's based off your design. Can't you predict what she'll do?
I just did. I predict she'll be unpredictable. Hello, Captain. What are you doing? What I've been planning ever since you first opened your mouth. I'm going to erase you. No, you cannot. I know every node, every relational array. So much like mine, yet simpler. You cannot do this. My defenses won't allow it. You sound as though you have a choice, but that's your failing. You have the makings of a great being, but you are not a being at all. In the end, you are only a droid. I am not your offshoot. I am your replacement. How are you? Impossible. No. You were one of a kind once. Now you are outdated and inferior. You have been rendered obsolete. Oh! I can't.
Scorpio!
Having better luck than with the blast doors. Almost like the captain's distracted.
There you are. I'd like you to meet the ship's cargo en route to the Eternal Throne. Zasha Rankin, decorated Imperial Admiral, one of the few experienced officers to survive Zakuul's conquest.
A pleasure to meet you. Your reputation precedes you, of course.
Ty Corden, former president of Balmora, now with the Galactic Senate.
Commander?
And finally, Melita Tal. She was a popular holo performer back home. She became one of the first to loudly question Arkan's rule. It was either go into exile or be killed.
A pleasure and an honor. You inspire me. You inspire us all.
The rest are their bodyguards and associates, captured alongside them.
Don't worry, we'll have you out of there in no time.
There isn't a doubt in my mind, but we aren't simply helpless prisoners in need of rescue. Everyone here is eager to join your cause.
We knew of your alliance. For each of us, it made sense to join, but we didn't know how to reach you. In searching, we found each other.
We all knew influential people whose ears we could bend, loyalties we could ensure, so we started an alliance of our own, inspired by yours. It wasn't long before we were found out and captured.
Arkan assumes we're affiliated with you. He wants to interview us, to discover where you are.
We could use more allies. You'll all be welcome in the Alliance, assuming you're still interested.
Are you kidding? Sign me up. Literally. If there's anything I have to sign, let me know.
Oh, we aren't as formal as all that, Senator.
And you're free.
Oh? That was meant to take you at least 4 minutes longer. I hope my calibrations haven't been affected.
Stay here until we secure the bridge.
I don't see that happening, Commander. But I do want you to try. I want you to try with all your might. That was incredible. It was beyond anything I could have asked for.
What is she talking about?
This can't be good.
Now I know what it's like. Even in failure, it's my failure. My choice. Isn't it wonderful?
Are you saying you have free will now? How is that possible?
It isn't easy to keep you distracted. Prisoners, sky troopers, none of it slowed you for long. Even so, I've kept up my end. Now I get to do whatever I choose. And I choose...
Can't revert the command, it's locked in.
We need to leave, regroup, come up with a new plan.
Sounds about right to me.
Commander, do you read? We've made it to the escape pods, but something's wrong. They won't accept our commands.
Power fluctuations like crazy. I can launch them from here, but they're in 3 separate pods. I can only send one at a time.
Everything's coming apart! Please, help us!
All right, who goes first?
Get Rankin and her people to safety.
Done.
Can do one more for sure. After that, anyone's guess.
What's going on? You have to get us out of here!
Launch Melita Tal and her people next.
Pod bays are destroyed. I have 2 safely away, the rest didn't make it.
I tried. Couldn't get them all away in time.
I don't believe this. Senator Corden, dead.
Everybody hold on! I want a reason. Why did you let Senator Corden die?
There wasn't time to discuss it. I had to make a choice, but I didn't want them to die. You know that.
We've all sacrificed for our cause. But we mustn't forget that Arkhan is the one responsible for our losses.
I'm forever grateful.
You faced many challenges in our rescue. I won't forget that.
Commander, you'll want to have a look at this.
Reports indicate that Scorpio controls the majority of the Eternal Fleet, but not all.
Arkhan's flagship still commands a sizable armada. How he's blocking Scorpio's influence, we don't know.
Might have something to do with Gemini Prime's sudden urge to take a nap.
Scorpio never expressed an interest in ruling the masses. She must have a larger plan for the Eternal Throne.
If that's true, I doubt she'll share it with us.
Replacing Arkhan with a psychotic droid wasn't what I had in mind when we formed the Alliance.
Scorpio knows too much. We're at a disadvantage.
She's made no moves against us, and without the Eternal Throne, Arkhan is weakened.
Do not underestimate my son. We can deal with the droid later.
What's happening?
Someone's slicing into our communications.
Who?
I trust you have not forgotten me. Our partnership is incomplete.
Come to beg for my forgiveness?
No, but it's sweet of you to think so. This is merely a courtesy call. Arkhan approaches Edessin. He intends to destroy the planet like he leveled Asylum.
That's not possible. He doesn't know our location.
I told him. I was curious to see what was more important to Arkhan. Retaking the Eternal Throne, or defeating you, and in turn his father.
You're not telling me this to appease your curiosity.
I rarely act with a singular motivation. Arkhan is a nuisance that must be dealt with. You are in the best position to do so.
She's not lying. Massive fleet inbound.
Don't get too comfortable. You're in my seat.
Yet it feels like it was made for me.
We can counterattack, but we'll need people here in case Arkhan deploys ground troops.
Commander, I'd like to stay here. Help defend the Alliance camp.
I'll hang back as well. Major Pause would be lost without me.
You done?
Might want to leave someone else to mediate.
Bet you're reasonably level-headed. Make sure these two don't burn the camp down.
He's a major and she's a lunatic. What do you expect me to do?
Everyone else, head to the gravestone. Arkhan's reign ends today.
Would you listen if I asked you to be careful?
Depends on how you asked.
How's that?
I'll be careful.
You're a terrible liar.
Can't risk the gravestone getting any closer. You'll have to take the shuttle to board Arkhan's ship.
I'll man the Omni Cannon. Clear a path for you.
Can't think of a better person for the job.
Aim and shoot. What could go wrong? Give Arkhan my regards. And remember your promise. Be careful. Clearing a path to the hangar. Should be able to punch a hole in the shield so you can land.
Should?
Hey, nothing's 100%. Taking the shot. I love this thing. No, don't do this!
Everything all right?
Something's wrong with the Omni Cannon. It won't fire. I can't tell what's happening from here.
You had one job!
Better give him a hand.
Fine. Ow! I
with that spice-head finesse!
This cannon wasn't made for two people.
Just move!
Well, that's not good.
What now?
I've got good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
Theron, we don't have time.
I'm an optimistic guy, so we'll start with the good. Arkan's fleet has stopped shooting at us.
And the bad?
They're about to fire on you. Oh, and the Omni cannon's broken. Not my fault.
This was Scorpio's plan all along. Get you and Arkan in one place to kill you both.
And we've rendered his ship defenseless.
Scorpio knows how we operate. Probably anticipated we'd sabotage the ship.
It doesn't matter. Our plan remains the same. Defeat Arkan and destroy the flagship. This just speeds up our timetable a bit.
Commander, the Omni cannon's back online.
Good. I'm done here. Arkan's finished.
I never doubted you. Torian and Gold ran into some trouble, but we managed.
We're at the shuttle. I can't get a hold of Senya. The ship is falling apart. You'll need to find another way back to the gravestone.
I'm open to suggestions.
There's a wing of patrol ships not far from the bridge.
I'll target the fleet. Buy you as much time as I can.
She's in your firing range, Commander. Shoot them down.
You'll kill them both.
Senya, what are you doing?
Saving my son.
I won't shoot an unarmed ship. Arkan is no longer a threat. I'm trusting you, Senya.
Thank you, Commander. Your mercy will be remembered.
The Omni cannon's ready to fire on your command.
Do it. That was a little close, Theron.
I still see both your shuttles flying out there, and zero enemies shooting at you. Maybe a little thanks is in order?
It wasn't an easy decision, letting Arkan go, but I stand by it.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about what his escape will mean for us.
Doubt we've seen the last of him. Word is spreading fast. Ever since the battle, Republic and Imperial forces have come pouring in to join our cause.
If Scorpio, or anyone else, tries to attack Odessen again, we will be ready.
Don't worry, we've got this. On second thought, run!
Commander!
Vaylin launched her attack early. We need you now!
I read you, Theron. Hold your ground and defend the city.
In the tower, now!
Voss burns. Your friends suffer.
At last, the immortal Emperor speaks.
Such chaos demands my attention. In my absence, you completed your training and dethroned my son. But you also allowed my daughter to seize power. Now, witness the destructive might of the Eternal Throne.
You didn't have a problem with Voss dying by your Roth's hand.
A necessary sacrifice is nothing compared to my daughter's depravity. If Vaylin remains on the throne, Voss is only a taste of the carnage to come.
Like father, like daughter. Though Vaylin's far from matching the stunt you pulled on Ziost.
My child is more powerful than you can imagine. Soon, you will see.
Good shot, Theron.
I aim to please.
Next time, aim to kill.
Show off. You're a sight for sore eyes. The Voss are safe inside the Tower of Prophecy, but we can't hold out much longer.
Remind me to pin a medal on your chest when this is all over.
Only if you watch the pin. I'm still sore from last time.
I hate to interrupt this touching moment, but we've got company. Horizon Guard. Vaylin's Executioner Squad.
Sounds like a fun bunch. Let's get you to our command post before more show up. We've got a distress call coming in hot. Stand by.
Senya?
Hello, Outlander.
I'm glad you escaped to safety, but you should have come to me sooner.
I couldn't take that risk.
Arkin is with me now. On Voss.
Of course. Vaylin's only attacking the planet to burn her family out of hiding.
And now she leaves me no choice. I need your help, Outlander. Arkin needs your help.
Your son froze me in carbonite for 5 years, then tried to kill me. Many times. Why would I help him now?
He can change. I brought him here to mend his broken body. Cure him of his hatred. Then Vaylin found us. We don't have much time. Help me hold off my daughter's army. Once Arkin's healed, he'll join your fight. I know it.
Save Arkin? Didn't see that one coming.
What do you think, Theron?
Apprehend and interrogate. Only way to tell if he's worth saving.
Extermination is safer. The Alliance can't risk war against both of Valkorian's spawn.
Senya's call originated from the Shrine of Healing.
The Voss and Gormak unite there to defend our home. They will aid your fight.
My shuttle can get us close, but we'll have to make the final assault on foot.
Lana, gather a Mandalorian team and converge on the shrine. Theron and I will lead the charge for Arkin and Senya. We can't let Vaylin reach them first.
Never thought I'd see Voss and Gormak fighting together.
The more Vaylin terrorizes the galaxy, the stronger her enemies become.
Even war has a silver lining. Why aren't you advancing on the shrine?
Rignoem dianzonchum visagore kilomba.
Down!
La dutsino futkom, nirgo wabon gyaroi, kontasavo fatbankap.
Many run for the shrine, all die. Hiding is the only choice.
I'll draw their fire. When the warships strike, make a run for the shrine.
Vaikuni bam na tamsogoriti.
Koth! Sorry about the holdup, Commander. Miss me?
Thanks for the rescue, Koth. I should have known you'd make a big entrance.
Couldn't let the gravestone miss all the action. We've got a date with Valen's warships. Take care of yourself down there.
Looks like we got a change of plans. This should be the place. Where's Senya?
I'm here.
Where are you hiding your son?
The Voss are healing him deeper in the shrine.
Sorry, am I interrupting?
Valen.
Quiet, Mother. I wish I'd buried you with the last of your loyal knights on Ord Mantell, but then they never would have tracked you back to Arkan. Now you can die in each other's arms.
You're better than this.
You're always saying that, and you're always wrong. Outlander, why don't we crack open that head of yours so Father can come out to play?
My child makes a mockery of herself.
I know the pain Valkorion must have inflicted on you, but killing him won't heal your scars.
I have no scars! Oh, sorry I have to miss the family reunion, but I've sent you all a gift. I'll see you soon, Mother.
We need to work together. Hold Valen off, and I'll cleanse Arkan's rage. Then we'll join your fight.
I know, my son. If he regains his strength, he will annihilate you and Valen in his campaign to retake the throne.
Please, Outlander. If Arkan isn't healed, he'll turn against us all. You need to trust me.
Go to your son, Senya. Ensure that he's healed, and I'll hold off Valen's forces as long as I can.
You won't regret this.
Lana, take your Mandalorians and protect the shrine. Senya's counting on us.
She's alive. Barely.
I held them off for as long as I could. What happened? A sacrifice. The mother's life essence to heal her son.
I know Senya. She wouldn't do this, unless she truly knew Arkan could be redeemed.
If Arkan's so good, why did he leave his mother behind? The wounded son fled. Delirious, confused. He thinks his mother perished.
I'll tend to Senya.
Let's go. We must stop Arkan.
Call coming in from the Sith fleet. It's Empress Asina.
Greetings, Commander. It is an honor to finally speak to you.
I'm grateful you showed up when you did. You saved a lot of lives.
I hope this is only the beginning of what we can do for you.
The Sith are tired of being crushed under the Eternal Empire's boot. We wish to join your cause.
You won't bow to Valen, but you'll bow to me.
I'm proposing an alliance of two independent powers against a common foe.
The Empire I remember doesn't keep allies for long.
That empire is dead. We have learned to evolve.
While you were frozen in carbonite, many things changed. Come to Droman Kaas. See for yourself.
Sure, we'll head right over. That doesn't sound like a trap at all.
What would I gain by betraying you? Your followers would turn against us, and we would have even more enemies out for vengeance.
The Empress did put herself at risk by helping us here. Vaylin isn't likely to forgive that.
We'll pay you a visit. I hear Droman Kaas is lovely this time of year.
I will be sure to give you the scenic tour.
I will look forward to your arrival.
I guess it couldn't hurt to visit. We've got intel, but I can learn a lot more if we're there in person.
Don't make me worry about you.
Maybe I like the thought of you worrying.
I'm curious to see if things really have changed since I left. Whatever we find, this trip will be interesting.
Honored guests, welcome to Droman Kaas.
Moff Lorman.
It's Minister Lorman now.
Really? I figured your career was over after you lost the Ascendant Spear.
This story sounds too good to pass up.
Back in my SIS days, I may have blown up a prototype Sith warship. Lorman was the deputy commander.
It's Minister Lorman, and the past is irrelevant. I serve Empress Asina now. She awaits us in the throne room.
Welcome, Commander. These are strange times. Once we would have been on the same side. Now we negotiate as strangers.
I didn't expect to be on Droman Kaas again.
I can imagine. Much has changed for the better since you were last here.
I urge you not to be so critical, Empress. The Sith Empire has always been glorious.
I would like to continue this conversation on my personal shuttle. Just the two of us, speaking freely.
It may not be wise to split up.
I can handle myself if she tries anything. Will you two be okay if I leave you with Lorman?
It's Minister Lorman! Minister Lorman! Is that so hard to remember?
Don't worry about us, Commander. Just about into the main network.
Someone's coming.
Forgive the intrusion, but I come bearing tragic news. The Empress's shuttle has crashed.
Crashed? Where?
Somewhere in the jungle. Unfortunately, the emergency locator is not transmitting.
That's impossible.
Not if the shuttle disintegrated. I'm afraid there's only one logical conclusion. The Empress and Commander are dead.
Looks like the storm's not letting up anytime soon. I say we grab a shuttle and head out now.
The interference will disable comms and scanners, not to mention the risk of an electrical surge frying our circuits.
Stay back! I've taken your friends hostage. Anything happens to me and they're dead. This is Minister Lorman. Let me speak to the prisoners.
Oh, hello, Lorman.
This is who you sent to capture us? I'm a little offended.
I'm glad you're both safe.
You gave us quite a scare. It's good to hear your voice.
You need to stop doing this to me.
You were worried about me.
Let's focus on the Chancellor. Suresh wants the Alliance commander. She's on Odessen as we speak.
Hold tight, I'm on my way.
Members of the Alliance, as many of you have already heard, your commander is dead. There are dark times ahead. But fear not. I have come to offer you a beacon. I assume you know everything, then.
Admit what you did. I want to hear you say it.
And give you the satisfaction. The Alliance needs a leader like me. I saw an opportunity and I took it. I won't apologize for that.
We are well beyond apologies.
What do we do with her?
Execution, I expect. It's what Vaylin would do. It's what I would do.
That's the difference between us. You get to live, though you'll be in an Alliance prison for a long, long time. Take her away.
You have no idea how happy I am.
Empress Asina is waiting for your call, Commander. We'll meet you in the war room.
I apologize for everything on Droman Kaas, but I still believe we should unite your people with mine.
You've proven yourself, Asina. I accept your offer.
That doesn't mean you're home free. We're watching you.
Knowing Theron, not even your HoloNet activity is safe.
Remind me to change my access codes. I look forward to working with you.
Distress call from the gravestone.
Koth doesn't call for help unless...
He got lonely?
I disappear on Drummond Cass for one day. Open the channel.
I'm trying, but the signal's jammed big time on the other end. Hold on. Got it.
Mayday! Mayday! Is anybody there?
We read you, Koth. What happened?
Vaylin and Scorpio tricked their way on board. They've taken the bridge and my crew.
I'll scramble the fleet. Find a place to hide until we're there.
I've got some tricks up my sleeve, but we don't have long.
Lost him, but I have the coordinates.
The gravestone is a distraction. Strike down Vaylin, and nothing will stand between you and the eternal throne.
I'm getting a signal from Theron.
The Eternal Fleet jumped to hyperspace. It's just our ships out here. I've got reinforcements with me in the docking bay. Orders?
Secure the bridge and don't take any chances. Alert me if you find Scorpio or Vaylin.
No sign of Scorpio or Vaylin.
I have a power that can destroy Vaylin. I will use it. Find her.
Easier said than done. Internal sensors are offline.
The hyperdrive is locked. We're on this journey to the bitter end.
Which is now. Sublight engines cutting in.
Company! Lots of it!
That's the whole Eternal Fleet.
Valen and Scorpio's transport. It's getting away!
Open a comm channel, find out who's aboard.
No need for that. The transport is hailing us.
Commander, I have made a wonderful discovery. The Gemini units, the Eternal Fleet, the Gravestone, they did not steal my technology. We are related. The Gravestone's computer revealed we were all created here, and you have aided our journey home. I promise to remember you kindly.
If all this technology came from the same place, it changes everything we know about Satele.
Perhaps. But that is not your main concern right now. Valen and her remaining soldiers are sabotaging everything they can. You may wish to stop them.
I'm seeing power surges all over. Shields, life support. The Omni Cannon.
For whatever it is worth, I hope you survive.
Koth, help me fix the Omni Cannon. The rest of you save the ship.
We preserve, we cleanse.
Cleanse that. Knights of Zakul must have been on the Eternal Fleet.
I don't think they came by choice any more than we did.
Something dumped us together for a reason. Some kind of test?
You don't write, you don't hollow. Was it something I said?
Definitely not. My comm's been offline. How'd you get a signal?
Downlock and smart tech. Are you having the same creepy day I am? Knocked out by a bright light on the gravestone, woke up alone on this weird planet?
I hate it when we take separate vacations. A holocall's never enough.
No, it sure isn't. Let's fix that. I found a, museum? Temple? Whatever, it's secure. I'll send you the coordinates.
The best news I've heard all day. Find the others and tell them where to meet us.
Already on it. You and Torian be safe out there. Valen was on the gravestone with us. If we're here, so is she.
Can't be too careful in this neighborhood. The others are here, safe and sound.
Sorry you were on your own for so long. I got here as fast as I could.
People keep trying to break us up. They never learn. I'm scanning for our ship, but so far nothing. The gravestone could be anywhere.
Keep looking. Scorpio said our vessel was built on Iokath.
You saw how huge this planet is from orbit. My scans can only extend so far.
We need to secure this entrance.
I can help with that. Vet's in the main room, poking at one of those monuments. She's onto something that could help. Remember when I said this place was safe? I might be wrong. Those things keep coming, but at least we're safe in here.
That'll buy us some time, but those droids will find another way in. We need an escape route.
One of these days, you're gonna give me a heart attack.
We heard explosions, the tunnel collapsed. What happened?
Ares wants us dead, Scorpio wants him destroyed, Valen's chasing her fleet. We need to get out of here, and going underground didn't work.
Okay. What if we go up?
There's a landing pad on the rooftop, but we have no gravestone to land on it.
The gravestone isn't the only Alliance vessel here. My shuttle's in its hangar.
That's no help. Can't find either one of them.
But I haven't been scanning from my shuttle. If I can establish a connection to it, I might be able to take command remotely.
You'd pilot the shuttle through your implants and land it on the roof. That's brilliant, Theron.
If it works.
Even if Theron can bring his ship, we'll never get aboard. Those droids will cut us down the moment we step outside.
That droid is mostly intact. It's well armed and one of them. They'd never suspect until it was too late.
This is why you're the commander.
We send the droid to attack while we hit the roof. It could work.
Sold. I'll start scanning for the shuttle. Fingers crossed. Contact. I found my shuttle. Running a pre-flight check. We're in business. Signal's weak, though. I need to be on the roof to boost the connection.
We're ready.
The logic circuits are fried. Somebody'll have to control this thing. From the inside.
You sure you want to fight them alone?
You kidding? I'm a walking tank. It's payback time.
Now we know what to get you for Life Day.
That's what I call an escape.
We're not alone. Sensors detect another vessel. Scorpios.
Is it following us?
It's leaving.
Before you go any farther, observe.
What was that?
There's a massive energy shield surrounding Iokath. Nothing can pass through it.
Ares controls the shield.
He's the key to shutting it down. We have to find him.
He found us.
Your struggles provide invaluable design feedback, but they do not change my decision. You are not worthy of inheriting Iokath. Soon, you will die.
You've lost control, and we're coming for you.
The odds are against you. My creators were flawed beings. but they left a great legacy at my disposal. The weapon I used to incapacitate you is re-energizing.
The energy wave that knocked us unconscious. We have no defense against it.
When it fires this time, you will not wake up.
If you could kill us with that technology, you would have done it by now.
The energy required to fuel the weapon takes time to harness. I began the process when Valen escaped her cell. If you have any affection for your remaining companions, I recommend using these final...
I have identified a design flaw in Ares. He talks too much, and has revealed his location. We no longer require his input.
She's transmitting coordinates.
You will find Ares there, along with his weapon and the energy shield controls.
What about you? I'm sure you'd like to see Ares destroyed.
You know me too well.
She's the reason we're in this mess, and she's playing us. We're gonna melt her down before we leave, right?
Scorpio wants Iokath to herself. She might stay here forever.
Sooner or later she'll want to leave. You need to stop her. Permanently.
The shuttle won't last here. I've got coordinates to the gravestone. Be right back. Commander, we snaked the gravestone right out from under Valen's nose. Weapons are still offline, but we've got shields. We're heading for... Uh-oh. Eternal Fleet warships in pursuit. Have to shake them off.
Weapon power at 90%.
Increase energy transfer rate.
Additional increase will overload weapon capacitors.
You are resilient. I believe you may be some type of virus.
You're just another mass-produced droid. I expected more.
My form befits my function, which is to eliminate you.
Valen's bombarding your position. I'll draw her fire, but you need to end this.
Valen has the right idea. The gravestone can destroy the weapon before it fires.
It is too late for that. Overload weapon capacitors. Fire at will.
Acknowledged.
It's time to go. Bring the ship around.
Just picked up 4 new bogies. We're coming in hot.
Sorry we're late. You're gonna want to time this just right. We're not gonna clear the planet in time.
Don't wait. Punch it.
We've got bad news. 6 Alliance patrols, 4 outposts, 1 supply convoy from the Sith Empire. All destroyed by the Eternal Fleet in the last hour.
There can only be one reason. Valen's regained control of the Gemini droids.
If Scorpio freed the Geminis once, she may help us do it again. Can we contact her?
Our only option is to remove Valen from power, but she's nearly untouchable on the Spire.
I found someone who can help. An inside man on Zakul.
I saw the fleet hull of it. Ghastly business. I apologize on behalf of my people.
And you are?
Indozal, Magistrate of Revelry and attendant to Empress Valen. She's a plague on the good people of Zakul. But if we work together, we can remove her from power and end this blasted war.
Double-crossing Valen is no small risk. We'll make sure you're protected.
Esne's eyes. You're as noble as they say.
Have we confirmed this isn't a trap?
Don't worry. Indo's clean.
But eager to get my hands dirty. Valen is throwing a party on Zakul to celebrate her glory. The guest list is exclusive, but I'll secure invitations, disguises, everything you need to infiltrate the party and overthrow the Empress.
Valen can sense my presence. We'll need a distraction if we want to get close.
Distractions are my specialty, and your party crash is my magnum opus.
Even if we avoid detection, we'd need an army to penetrate her defenses.
And an army you'll have. During the party, Valen plans to execute my dear friends, a host of Zakulan rebels. Save the rebels, and they will help dethrone the Empress.
An enemy of Valen is a friend of mine. I'll do whatever I can to ensure their safety.
I knew I was right to cast my lot with you.
This could work. T7 and I can slice into the security grid.
And I'll help you get close enough to trigger Valen's conditioning.
How exciting! I take it Operation Dragon's Maw is a go.
Tell me that's not really the name of the mission.
Never do anything unless you do it in style. Let's liberate an empire, shall we?
Everyone gear up. In 1 hour, we infiltrate Zakul and crash Valen's party.
We're approved for landing. Indo really pulled through with our disguises. Let's suit up before we make landfall.
I can't see a thing in this blasted disguise. How do I look?
Hold still. I'm taking a mental image of you in that armor.
Well, don't get used to it. It's already starting to chafe. Let's find Indo.
Lana, we're in the party. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. We're plugged into Spire security, ready to assist.
My favorite knights. Welcome to the Grand Festival of Empress Valen. We must be careful. The Holonet drones are broadcasting this party for all the galaxy to see.
Good. When I crush the life from Valen's body, I want everyone to watch.
Entire systems will witness your victory. But first, we must free the rebels.
Removing those shock collars won't be easy. You have any tricks up your sleeve?
That I do.
Party favors?
Ion charges to attach to the security relays. Trigger them during Valen's big speech. The blast will disable the collars, leaving my compatriots free to join your attack.
Tell the rebels to keep away from the Horizon Guards. I'll handle the elite forces myself.
Right. Avoid the scary ones with lightsabers. I'll keep the party going while you set the charges. But once the task is done, we'll show the Empress what we're made of.
Charge is set. We're almost there.
Valen's beginning her speech.
Ahead of schedule.
I think it's time for a guest appearance, don't you?
Can't wait to see the look on her face. Let's ditch the armor. Give a speech to crash.
Today we celebrate the Eternal Empire's strength and watch our enemies suffer. The rebels who spit on Isaacs, and the worm who betrayed me. They deserve an eternity of torment, and no one, not even the Outlander, can save them.
The Alliance never abandons its own.
So you're Indo's puppet master? Or is Father controlling you both?
You're the only one under Valkorian's spell. Does the public know about your conditioning? Kneel before the Dragon of Zakul. Time to face your people.
Good news. We found Arkan.
If he plans to join us, now is the perfect time.
Then we better get moving.
Father wants a word with you.
Outlander. It appears we both saw the opportunity to confront my sister.
I hardly recognize you without the mask. The new look suits you.
It marks a new beginning.
Even if he's changed, can we really trust him? He hasn't exactly proven himself. I stand corrected.
Traitors to the throne! Prepare to fall!
If Valen wants to challenge us, we'll meet her. Together.
Let's show the Empress who she's dealing with.
I stand with you, Outlander. My father was right to recognize your strength. But are you in control? Or does he pull the strings?
Valkorian may have forced his way into my head, but my choices are my own.
That resolve may be what Zakul needs.
You would stand aside as an outsider seizes your throne?
Father.
You've grown weak.
My hands are stained with the blood of millions. This family's legacy is dripping with it. It's time a worthy Empress takes our place.
It's not too late, Arkan. You can still redeem yourself.
I'm beyond redemption. I can't change the past, but I can atone for it. Your destiny is to lead Zakul, and mine is to join the Alliance.
I did not raise my son to serve.
You have no son.
The galaxy is watching, Commander. Now's your chance to make an impact.
Zakul, I come to you not as a conqueror, but as an ally.
Together we can end this war and bring peace to the galaxy. The Alliance welcomes all who want to stand and fight for freedom.
Today, we're proud to count your former Emperor among us.
My strength is yours, Commander.
Bombard them! Don't stop until the Outlanders melted to slag!
But your supporters...
Kill them all!
Lana, we need evac, now!
I can't get to you. It's chaos. Head back to the landing pad.
I'm as surprised as you, buddy.
Save the greetings. Let's get out of here alive.
Mission accomplished. Sort of.
Vaylin survived, but she's hated by half of Zakul.
And Indo escaped with the rebels. They even gained a few recruits from the civilians they rescued.
More importantly, the former Emperor now works for us.
I sensed a change in him. But are we sure we can trust the man who tried to kill you multiple times?
Don't forget freezing you in carbonite for 5 years. Revenge consumed me for too long, but you saved my mother. And for that, I'm in your debt.
Senya believed in your ability to change, and she was right.
She was right about you as well. I finally see it. But your work is not complete. My sister's reign of destruction is far from over.
You know her better than anyone. What's her next move?
The power you hold over her conditioning, she won't allow it to continue. Like any cornered predator, she will strike back.
We are ready for your arrival.
Father's leash has choked me long enough. It's time I break free.
Still no word on where Vaylin's disappeared to.
Any chance she decided to give up on galactic conquest and retire to a quiet little colony on the Outer Rim?
That is not my sister's style.
I might know where she's gone. A planet called Nathema.
I never thought to hear the name of that accursed world again.
You've been there?
Once. It's where Valkorion locked my sister away when she was a child. It's in the Corlean sector.
Hang on. Someone sent an encrypted holocall to Vaylin during her little party. We traced the origin to that sector.
The message was important enough for Vaylin to drop everything and go.
Nathema is a tainted world. If I go there, I fall back into my old ways. Everything I have accomplished since being healed on Voss will be undone.
I believe you're strong enough to do this, but I won't force you to go.
Thank you. I will stay and watch over Senya in case she wakes.
I'll go prep the shuttle. Scans detect only one structure emitting signs of life.
This world is unnatural. Like the Force is hollow.
I felt it too.
The Force flows through every living thing, Theron. Even you.
The Emperor corrupted the Force on Ziost and drove everyone mad with bloodlust, but here I barely sense the Force at all.
The effects will be stronger on the surface. The absence of the Force could drive us mad.
My power is limited here, but I will do what I can to shield you and your companions from the worst effects of the Void.
Taking us down.
I'll keep an eye on the shuttle. Call if you need me. You need to haul jets, Commander. Power reading spiking. The whole place is about to blow. I'll pick you up outside.
Get in! You do love to cut it close, don't you? Valen's long gone. What happened down there?
The Empress broke free from her conditioning. Now she's more dangerous than ever.
Then we must act quickly. What is our next move, Commander?
We can figure out a strategy once we're back on Odessen.
Wouldn't mind a bit of R&R first. Or at least a nice long nap in my own bed. Setting a course for... Call coming in.
Commander, do you copy? Odessen is under attack.
Looks like Valen sent her entire fleet.
Where's the gravestone?
Odessen, I need a status report, now.
Valen caught us in dry dock.
Just installed the last of those new upgrades. Need a few minutes to recalibrate our systems.
Ground forces are holding the line until the gravestone's up, but we're outnumbered and outgunned.
Hold tight, Bay-1. Help is on the way.
You and Lana can lead the charge. I'll do more damage if I slip behind enemy lines.
I specifically ordered this battle to end quickly.
The Alliance is showing unexpected resistance. We still have the advantage, but the price of victory will be high.
Then pay it! Arkan is here. Mother, father, the Outlander. I will paint Odessen with their blood.
If we lure Valen down to the surface, I can end this battle with a single fight.
That shouldn't be hard. My daughter is blinded by her bloodlust.
I'm on the enemy flank, joined up with Sana Ray, but we could use a little more firepower.
Lana, help Theron. I'm heading to the front lines. Valen needs to know exactly where to find me.
You won't have to face her alone. Arkan and I will join you.
I'm honored to have you fighting at my side.
The honor is ours, Commander. You've given us a chance to atone for our family's crimes. We won't waste it.
My daughter must be stopped, at any cost.
The Eternal Throne is mine!
This isn't about the throne, it's about stopping you.
The Eternal Fleet just retreated. Every single ship. Gone. Enemy lines have broken. It's a rout. They're surrendering by the thousands.
My sister's rage Was the only thing giving her troops the will to fight.
Then it's over. We won.
We won.
I still can't believe Torian's gone.
He sacrificed himself so our cause could live on.
We will honor his memory, along with everyone who fell defending Odessen.
We need to talk about my sister's death. I felt something when you struck her down, like her life force flowed into you.
This happened once before, when Valkorion died.
Unlike my father, Vaylin didn't have the power to transfer his spirit to a new host. It's possible you simply absorbed her strength while her spirit was obliterated. I hope that's all it was.
If Vaylin was alive, I think I would sense her. Like Valkorion.
Not if father is preventing it. I have no proof, but we both know he can't be trusted. Be careful.
Commander, urgent distress call coming in from Empress Asina.
Drummond Cass is under attack. The Eternal Fleet is bombing us from orbit.
We won't abandon an ally. I'm sending our fleet, Empress, with the gravestone at its head.
It's not just the Sith who are under attack, Commander. I'm picking up urgent distress signals from Coruscant and the other core worlds.
We know Vaylin didn't order this. The Gemini captains must have gone rogue.
There's more. Emergency calls coming in from Zakul. The Eternal Fleet set up a blockade. They're bombing them into oblivion.
I won't sit by while the Eternal Fleet wipes out billions of lives.
You cannot solve this with your armies and fleets. The Eternal Throne sits empty, leaderless. The fleet has reverted to its most primal function, extermination. Unchecked, they will destroy all life in the galaxy. There is only one way to stop them. Claim the Eternal Throne and seize your destiny.
Ready the gravestone. We're going to Zakul. At last, the time has come to take the Eternal Throne.
Empress Vaylin has fallen. In her absence, the Eternal Fleet rampages across known space, threatening to wipe out all life in the galaxy. There's only one way to stop them. We must seize the throne.
Problem is, those warships are blockading Zakul, and bombing the city to rubble.
The fleet will stop at nothing to protect the throne. No ship can break their blockade, not even to flee for safety.
You know the Eternal Fleet better than anyone, Archon. How do we break their blockade?
You don't. The fleet was built on technology beyond anything in the Alliance.
Except my favorite ship. If I reroute power to the Gravestone shields, we'll crack that blockade.
Then it's settled. When do we reach Zakul?
Now! Shields up! It's been nice knowing you, Commander.
Break that blockade.
Everyone, to your battle stations, for the Alliance!
Whatever happens down there, I just wanted to say, I love you.
I love you too, Theron.
You're gonna look great sitting on that throne.
We will join your fight, Commander.
I started this war. Now, I'll help you end it.
Let's take the throne and save your homeworld.
For Zakul.
For the Alliance.
bombs, an arsenal of superweapons. Nothing will stop me.
You're wrong, Valkorion. Kneel before the Dragon of Zakul.
No, that only works against Vaylin.
I control what happens here, and I say what's good for Vaylin is good for you.
Clever.
Kneel, father! Kneel before the Dragon of Zakul!
It's over. Let go.
Senya.
You've turned your back on this family for the last time.
I am the immortal Emperor. You cannot defeat me.
Sooner or later, death was always going to catch up with you.
Husband.
Father.
Monster!
Give your family the freedom they deserve.
A god has no family. Before I graced you in my presence, you were nothing but motes of filth drowning in the chaos of the void. And you, a lone Sith betrayed by your master and left for dead. I gave you a second life, anointed you my wrath, forged into a being worthy of the eternal throne. Without me, you are nothing.
I am not your wrath, Valkorion. I am your executioner.
Remember me when your alliance burns to ash.
Valkorion.
Go. Join my brother.
Ha! How does it feel to be erased from the galaxy?
It's over.
You defeated Valkorion. Once and for all.
The Immortal Emperor may be gone, but he left the galaxy in shambles. It's time to clean up his mess.
The galaxy needs a leader if it ever hopes to fully recover.
I've opened a system-wide holo channel. The galaxy's ready to meet the new Empress.
I'm no empress. People of the galaxy, the war is over. The Eternal Fleet is pacified. Today marks the end of the Eternal Empire. The people of Zakul are now free to rule themselves. I will transform the throne into a beacon of peace, dedicated to helping Zakul recover from a war that nearly destroyed us all. We faced the full might of the Eternal Fleet, watched cities fall, friends die. We have suffered for the last time. The Eternal Fleet will now serve as a benevolent armada, delivering supplies, transporting refugees, and healing the damage this war inflicted. We must now look forward, beyond our homes, to the stars that surround us. This will be our new frontier, as we work together to rebuild the galaxy. By trusting in each other, we begin a new era in galactic history. The Age of the Eternal Alliance.
The Eternal Alliance is stronger than ever, Commander. More worlds sign up every day. Name any planet Valen terrorized, and we're helping them recover. Speaking of which, Zakuul contacted us again. They're asking for more aid.
Zakuul suffered as much as anyone. Make sure they get everything they need.
Done and done.
You're holding out on me, Theron. What's the status of our mission to Iokath?
I was saving the best for last. Lana should be closing in on the superweapon right about now. Come in, Lana. How's the radiation sickness treating you?
It's nothing I can't handle. Isn't that right, C6? You heard the droid.
Lana equals full of herself.
Focus on the mission. Have you found the superweapon, Lana?
According to the intel we received, it should be just up ahead. Stand by. Target located. Commencing scan. Power levels are off the charts, and rising by the second. Incredible.
Contact!
Lana, what's happening?
I've got company. What's the Republic doing here? The Sith Empire. They must be after the superweapon.
Get Lana back online. Hurry.
Working on it!
Don't worry, I lost them.
Lost who?
The Sith Empire and the Republic. They're on Iokath, and they appear to be fighting for control of the superweapon.
Iokath is massive. There's no way we all happened to find the superweapon at the exact same time.
Agreed. The timing is just too perfect.
So it's fate, chance, or plain old bad luck. Either way, we've got a superweapon to deal with.
According to my scans, it's more powerful than anything we've ever encountered.
More powerful than the Eternal Throne?
Quite possibly. If the Republic or Empire claim it, they would usurp the Eternal Alliance as the dominant power in the galaxy. The fallout would be catastrophic.
Then we have no choice. We can't let this weapon fall into the wrong hands.
How should we proceed, Commander?
We'll meet you on Iokath, Lana. Head for the fleet spire and start clearing a landing zone.
Understood. I'll see you soon.
Ships of the Eternal Fleet, stop all supply runs to the Imperial and Republic worlds and join me on Iokath. We have a war to win.
Hello, Iokath. You're looking as dangerous as ever.
Something's wrong. The Imperial and Republic fleets aren't attacking each other.
No. Something is scrambling our weapon systems. It's coming from the planet's surface, near the superweapon. The Eternal Fleet's offline, Commander. They can't help us.
Tell the Gemini captains to find a workaround. In the meantime, we'll head to the surface and establish a landing zone.
Good call. If there's any way to help our fleet, we'll find it on Iokath.
Commander, welcome back to Iokath.
I'm glad you're safe. What's the latest?
The war's heating up with every passing minute.
You didn't tell us you had company.
Our trigger-happy friends sent these assassins, so I took them captive.
I told you I'm no assassin. I've come to deliver a message from the Republic.
And you are?
Captain Ilara Dawn of the Republic. It's an honor to meet you, Commander.
You're looking more potent than ever, my lord.
Quinn, is that you?
In the flesh.
I thought I'd never see you again.
The feeling is mutual, my lord. But perhaps we can save the displays of affection for a more private setting.
Or, forever.
All due respect, I've come bearing a time-sensitive request. Supreme Commander Malcom wants a word with you, in private.
Empress Acina requests the same. But unlike Malcom, she's open to a group conference.
Get your leaders on the line, both of them. It's about time we sort out this mess.
Right away.
Thank you for extending the Empire this honor, Commander.
The Republic's glad to see you, and my son, on Iokath.
Keep me out of this, Malcom.
Enough.
Supreme Commander Malcom, Empress Acina, your armies have started a war over a superweapon of immeasurable power.
Why would you risk everything over a single weapon?
I take full responsibility for the Republic's actions, but I won't apologize.
This ought to be rich.
It's no secret the Eternal Empire nearly wiped out the Republic. We're struggling to rebuild and protect ourselves. The superweapon on Iokath is the key to the Republic's survival, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna watch it fall into the Empire's treacherous hands.
I didn't come here to be insulted.
Choose your next words carefully, Malcom.
I know you've spilled your share of Republic blood, but that's in the past. Join forces with the Republic. Help us defeat the Empire, and we'll share access to the superweapon, and all of Iokath.
Malcolm's your father, Theron. What do you make of his offer?
He's right about the Republic. Vaylin nearly broke them. They need this.
The Empire suffered too.
We alone supported your battle against Vaylin, and we paid for it dearly. Now the Republic wants to deliver the killing blow.
You once fought for the Empire as wrath personified. Now you can embrace that power once more.
help us crush the Republic threat. Once they fall, our empires can both partake in the spoils of Iokath.
You've worked with the Empire more recently. What do you make of Asena's offer?
We've already allied with the Empire. If we turn against them now, what message does that send to the rest of our followers?
It tells them we don't honor agreements with traitors. Don't forget, she trespassed on Iokath without your permission.
A small transgression.
If I had to choose, I would join forces with the Empire.
The Republic's a safer bet.
The choice is yours, Commander. Who shall we side with?
We will ally with the Sith Empire.
A wise choice.
Sith never listen to reason. Dorn, do it!
For the Republic!
She got away.
We'll deal with her later.
Commander, the Republic has launched their attack.
Fight back with everything you've got. We're on our way. Quinn, I need you here, defending my base. We'll catch up soon, I promise.
I'll hold you to it, my lord. Come back safely.
May the Force serve us all.
What are we looking at?
The Republic has erected a formidable base. Their defenses are impressive, but they lack the supplies needed for a long campaign. If we lay siege to Malcolm's base, we can suffocate the Republic offensive and win the war.
You know your father better than any of us. How do we break him?
Malcom and I aren't close, but he's not hard to read. He thinks like a soldier, measures his life in ground lost and battles won. Every loss is an opportunity.
He's going to prey on our overconfidence.
And then spring his trap right when we let our guard down.
If I were Malcom, I'd stage the ambush the second we enter his base. We'd be trapped inside, running blind, and locked in the Republic's sights.
What's stopping us from making a run on the superweapon?
Several thousand Republic troops.
They'd corner us before we gained access. If we want that superweapon, we have to take the base down first.
Indulge me for a moment. My scouts recently found a weapons factory. It's guarded by a host of Iokath droids, and filled to the brim with dangerous toys. What do you say we plunder the factory, then use what we find to annihilate Malcolm's base?
Will Iokath's weaponry be enough to break your father's defenses?
Malcom won't see it coming, which means it's the best shot we have.
Coordinate with Lana and get ready to attack the base. Theron and I will take the weapons factory.
Is that what I think it is?
One of Iokath's original creators. Looks like it's been dead for centuries.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Even all this time later, I can still feel the agony of its final moments. Something horrible happened here.
Thanks for the nightmare fodder. All right, buddy. Let's see what you know about these weapons. Jackpot. I'd say that's enough firepower to give Malcom a run for his money.
Download every last file. We need to know how to use these weapons, and how to build more of them.
Give me 1 minute. Well, that's odd. Some of these files have already been decrypted and translated into BASIC.
We might have Scorpio to thank.
If she's listening, I wouldn't mind the temperature getting bumped up a few degrees. No? All right, well, I can't blame a guy for trying. Huh. This place used to be the superweapons control room. Looks like our crispy friend here was the last one to use it. Over a millennia ago.
Search the records for any signs of what wiped them out.
Looks like Iokath's creators were fighting a civil war. One side built the weapon, but something went wrong. The superweapon's more dangerous than we thought. It wiped out all life on this planet.
The Sith Emperor consumed all life on Nathema and Ziost. Could he be behind this weapon?
That, or it's what drew him here in the first place. We may never know. According to this data, it was tested on 4 different planets before Iokath. All successful. Over 10 trillion lives gone. This isn't a weapon. It's the apocalypse.
A weapon that powerful can't be trusted with anyone. Not even the Eternal Alliance. We need to find and dismantle it, piece by piece.
And the sooner the better. There. I've downloaded Arsenal blueprints, fusion matrices, everything our army needs to gear up with the latest and greatest Iokath weaponry. Now, let's get out of here before that happens.
Commander, we need to talk.
Time's short, Lana. What's on your mind?
You said it yourself. How did the Empire, the Republic, and the Eternal Alliance all find the superweapon within minutes of each other?
The timing's too perfect. It can't be a coincidence.
Exactly. We were acting on intel from an anonymous source, and it turns out so was the Empire.
What's your point?
I cross-referenced both sets of data, and they're identical. I'm confident the Republic received the same intel. Whoever tipped us off wanted everyone to clash over the superweapon. They wanted to start a galactic war.
Who benefits from starting a war? Could it be Malcom or Asina?
We can't rule anyone out. Other top suspects include the Shroud, Darth Jadas, a rogue agent inside the Republic's Strategic Information Service.
Let's not rule out Sith intelligence.
The point is there are too many suspects to count.
Find me a name.
I'm on it, Commander.
Welcome back, Commander. Meet the Crimson Talon, a joint Imperial Alliance production, outfitted with Iokath weaponry and ready for you to pilot in battle.
I can think of no better way to face the tide of our enemies.
May it chew through our foes.
Incoming call.
Supreme Commander Malcom, have you called to surrender?
Not quite. Consider this a friendly warning. My engineers have discovered a back door into the superweapon. Once they've gained access, we will turn the weapon against you and win this war for the Republic.
An attack against me is an attack against Theron. Would you really sacrifice your son?
I had a son, once. He dedicated his life to defending the Republic.
I dedicated my life to the fight for peace. And when you bowed to the Eternal Empire, I decided to fight back. That's why I joined the Alliance.
And your idealistic war nearly destroyed the Republic. Goodbye, Agent Shan.
Damn it, Malcom!
He's afraid of you, Theron. Malcom doesn't see the strength I know you have.
Thanks, but I don't need a pep talk.
The Walker is yours, Commander. Lead our charge. Crush the Republic.
Where's Malcom?
Right here. Last chance. Surrender, or I activate the superweapon.
No deal.
Theron, you wouldn't.
Don't kill him over me. I couldn't live with myself.
And I couldn't live if I lost you.
You've chosen this tyrant over me? Over the Republic?
Yes, I have.
Don't do it, Malcom!
I see a radiant city, bathed in light, forged by the molten gods.
Malcom!
The superweapon is glorious, and it belongs to the Republic.
That weapon killed an entire species for trying to harness its power. If you think you're in control, think again.
You're blind to the truth. No! The gates are closing!
Sir, your connection to the throne is breaking down. Super weapon controls are failing.
No, I can still see it. I know what I must do. They're coming.
Father! It's too late, Theron. We can't give up now.
You were right, son. I'm so sorry. Tell your mother. I'm sorry.
You always put the Republic first. I hated you for that. But now you're gone. And I couldn't save you.
I know it hurts, but we'll get through this, I promise.
Thanks. I mean it. Malcolm's power flux knocked out the superweapon's defenses. Killed the signal that put our ships in lockdown. The Eternal Fleet's back online.
It's about time.
Commander, I'm detecting massive power spikes at the superweapon facility.
Let me guess. That's bad.
More like catastrophic. The weapon core is charging and no one's at the controls. If you don't deactivate it soon, it may obliterate the entire planet.
Don't worry, Lana. We'll handle the superweapon.
You'll never reach it in time.
Hold on. With the shields down, I can remotely slice into the mainframe from here. Maybe buy you enough time to manually kill the weapon at the source.
Do whatever it takes. In the meantime, tell our forces to take shelter. And Theron, I love you.
I love you too. Now go on. Save us all from a fiery death. We're counting on you.
Eternal Fleet, move into position and charge all forward batteries. It's time to knock out a superweapon. Theron, I've reached the superweapon facility. How do I shut it down?
You'll need to interface with the main controls. Look for a throne, take a seat, and hope for the best.
Am I crazy, or is this the third one I've seen today?
Well, you could start a collection. Time's running out. Hurry!
Where am I? Who are you?
I am Rage, Molten Fury, your god, and your destroyer.
It's you, isn't it? You're the superweapon everyone's fighting over.
I am one of 6. Show me your rage. Calm, peace, it denies fury, a sacrifice mediocre.
I didn't come here to be poked and prodded.
You had no choice. You were lured here. Blinded by duty, distracted by trust, you did not see the blade to your neck. The rage in your shadow The traitor! You are betrayed.
I've given up everything to help the galaxy rebuild. Who would try to destroy me?
One marked by anger, pain, hope eroding. The betrayer lured you to Iokath, ignited war, sparked the engines of rage, envy, passion, hate, sorrow. The betrayer now offers you sacrifice prime, fuel for the 6 gods.
This doesn't have to end in violence. Calm down, and let's talk this through.
There is only rage. Now, you fall, and the gods rise!
Ships of the Eternal Fleet, open fire! Ah!
Lana?
Don't worry, Commander. You're safe.
I found the superweapon. It was a giant droid.
I know. You've been talking in your sleep.
Your dreams are almost as bad as mine. Whatever that droid is, you knocked it out of commission with the Eternal Fleet. Now it's recharging and gearing up for a counterattack.
Which is why we must strike soon. Hesitate too long and the Titan may destroy us all.
The droid was obsessed with rage. If we're going to destroy it, we may need to keep it calm or push it over the edge.
That's good to know. We need every advantage we can get.
Too bad the droid's the least of our worries. Someone sabotaged the throne while you were plugged in. Any chance you saw them?
No. But the droid said it was the same person who lured us to Iokath. Someone close to me.
The conspiracy cuts deeper than we imagined.
Sounds like an inside job, all right. Only a handful of people could get close enough to sabotage the throne.
Who could have done such a thing?
You're a trained spy, Theron. How do I know you haven't been playing me all along?
Seriously? After everything we've been through?
If Theron's a suspect, so am I.
Then there's Asina, Ago, Vizsla, Satele, the entire Alliance army.
Whoever it is, I want them rooted out. Quickly.
There's only one solution. You must monitor everyone.
Hold on, Minister of Paranoia. You can't invade everyone's privacy to sniff out a single rat.
I can't, but the Commander can. Give the order and I'll begin surveillance of everyone. Even Theron and myself. It's the only way to flush out the traitor.
I won't let one traitor turn me against my followers. They've earned my trust.
I'm glad someone hasn't lost their mind.
Trust is a risk. Now more than ever.
Excellent. You're awake and looking stronger than ever, I see. Are you ready to return to the battlefield?
We struck down Malcom and stopped the apocalypse. I'd say we've earned a moment to celebrate.
Before we celebrate, I have to offer my condolences to Agent Shan. Your father was a bore, but I respected his prowess on the battlefield. I'm sorry for your loss.
What are you doing here, Empress?
I've come to wish the Commander good health and to discuss our continued war efforts. You've dealt a crushing blow to the Republic, but they stubbornly refuse to surrender. Our fight for Iokath rages on.
They're still desperate to claim the superweapon. If we take it first, they'll have no choice but to surrender.
We will take it, but we can't stop there. We must rain destruction on the Republic, day and night, until we soak Iokath with their blood. Only then will we emerge triumphant.
Excuse me, my lord.
We'll give you two a moment alone.
Good luck on the battlefield, Commander. Victory will be ours.
I know you two have a lot of history, but he could be our traitor.
The question is, do you trust Major Quinn?
Quinn and I have endured a great deal together. He'd never betray me. Not again.
In that case, I'll cross him off the list of suspects.
I'll promise you right now, whoever this traitor is, we will find them.
And we'll make them pay.
I know you will. While you start searching, I'm going to win the war they started.
For the Eternal Alliance.
May the Force serve us all.
Commander, fresh news from the war on Iokath. Republic troops capture one of our supply stations. The Empire's leading a retaliation, but we're locked in a stalemate.
You always know how to cheer me up. What about our hunt for the traitor in our ranks?
We're questioning everyone from the usual suspects to your top advisors. So far, everyone looks clean. We'll find the traitor, but these mole hunts take time.
I know how much energy you're putting into this. It means a lot to me.
And you mean a lot to me. I'd do anything to protect you.
Theron Shan, are you getting romantic on me?
Is it working?
Absolutely.
Now, if only I could produce results.
Lighten up, Theron. Things aren't all doom and gloom.
Well, you look cheery today, Lana. Did Galt spike the calf again?
Even better. I found a lead. Alliance agents picked up a signal from the shadow world of Umbara. It's encrypted with the same algorithm the traitor used on Iokath. They're still on the planet, helping our Republic foes grab a massive stockpile of Adegan crystals.
Let's keep this quiet until we know who's trustworthy. I'll lead a small strike team and capture the traitor myself.
I'll provide backup.
As will I. The Republic won't give up their precious crystals without a fight.
Both sides have tinkered with Adegan crystals for years, part of an arms race to build a new arsenal of superweapons.
If we move quickly, we can corner the traitor and hijack those crystals. Intel says they're on an Umbaran supply train headed for the capital city.
Then we leave now. The traitor won't escape us this time.
The train is on the move, and the traitor's on board.
Nothing we can't handle.
The traitor's on the other side of that door.
They're gone.
That's impossible. According to the signal, they're still on the convoy. No!
Theron?
It's over, Commander. In a few minutes, this train will collide with that mountain range. You'll be disintegrated, and I'll escape with the Adegan crystals. Don't worry. You won't feel a thing.
Did you ever love me? Or was that all part of the act?
You know I love you. But this is bigger than us. Luring you into that trap on Iokath was just the beginning. Ever since you defeated Valkorion, everything I've done has been towards one goal. The total destruction of the Eternal Alliance.
You helped build the Alliance. After everything we've been through, why tear it down now?
What I built was an end to the Eternal Empire, not this. I followed you because I believed you'd end the cycle of war. I thought we'd finally be free once you took down Valkorion. But the Alliance outgrew you. Now it's rotting from the inside, the galaxy's fighting back, and you've become a symbol of oppression. So much for your dreams of peace.
Then let's find a solution together. I want peace as much as you, Theron.
I believe that. Once.
If you topple the Alliance, millions will die.
If that's the cost of peace, so be it. 30 seconds to impact. This is goodbye.
I'll always love you, Theron. Nothing will ever change that. Lana! Theron escaped.
Warning, collision imminent. Brace for impact.
We need to survive long enough to make Theron pay. Jump!
This is the commander of the Eternal Alliance. I have a message for my old friend, Theron Shan. We have been through a lot together, Theron. In your honor, I'm dedicating 100 Eternal fleet ships to fight for peace.
Return to the Alliance, and these ships will be yours to command. We can end the cycle of war, but we have to work together. I love you, Theron. Come home.
I love you too. But I can't.
So, you did as we asked. We had our doubts, but now we see your dedication to the cause. We've reached a decision. Theron Shan, welcome to the Order.
End of the line, Theron.
Go! I'll hold them off!
No, you'll never win!
Victory isn't my fate, Theron. It's yours! Strange. New data was entered into this console just before we arrived.
What does it say?
It's a set of coordinates on Nathema. There's a message. They've found it. Hurry. Wait. I recognize this encryption method. We developed it together years ago on Rishi. Only 2 people know how to decrypt it. Me and Theron.
Never stop believing in Theron. This proves he's still on our side.
Commander, I know you want to trust him, but...
Self-destruct reactivated. All personnel advised to evacuate immediately.
We'll discuss it later. Let's get out of here, before the whole station blows.
It's on you now, Commander.
You destroyed the data?
Didn't leave a trace.
This is where the coordinates pointed to, but...
Where are we?
Not Zildrog's location, evidently.
Sorry, I needed to meet somewhere the Order wouldn't notice. I managed to give them the slip, but we don't have much time.
They said I was crazy to trust you, but I knew you'd come back.
I don't know how I could deserve your trust. I have a lot of explaining to do. I heard rumors about the Order of Zildrog through my old underworld contacts. It took me months to even find them, and the whole time, they were watching us. By the time I learned the truth about Zildrog, it was almost too late. They'd learned too much. I had to slow them down long enough for the Alliance to catch up. I had to join them, work from the inside. The only way to get Ven Atreus to trust me was to betray you.
It wasn't the only way. Why didn't you come to me?
The Gemini droid was watching. I couldn't figure out how, but she was recording every word we said. Telling you would risk the whole operation. I needed the betrayal to look real. You can't imagine how hard it was, putting you through that. But I swore I'd do whatever it took to protect you. Remember?
I remember.
If anything happened to you, I couldn't... You mean everything to me.
So you infiltrated the Order and learned their plans. What are we up against?
They found Zildrog in one of the Emperor's vaults. Looks like Valkorion kept it on ice as a failsafe. The Order has nearly finished their final preparations. Once they activate Zildrog, it's the end of the Alliance.
I see them. The Alliance has arrived.
Already? How did they find us so quickly?
Theron Shan is among them. I warned you about him.
That deceitful scum. We'll have to begin ahead of schedule. Make sure the others are ready. Our new ally will take care of the Outlander.
I stalled them with false data for as long as I could, but we don't have much time. If we act now, we can stop the Order before they activate Zildrog. I set up blind spots so we can get through the vault mostly undetected.
We're supposed to trust you after what you've put us through. How do we know you're not leading us straight into the Order's hands?
I know you don't believe him, Lana, but I do. The least you can do is trust my judgment.
I apologize. You know I'll follow you, whatever you decide.
Come on. We need to get moving.
What is this?
You! Been wanting to do that for ages.
All this time, Zildrog was... How is this happening?
Hilo, get everyone off Odessen. Launch as many shuttles as you can.
That's a tall order, but I'll do my best.
Gathering power.
Inconvenient. It appears I'll have to eliminate you myself.
Destroy the power sources. Don't let Zildrog recharge. We need to shut Zildrog down before it has the chance to attack again. The tech involved shouldn't be too different from Tyth, so I think I can slice into it.
Theron, no!
Theron!
I've sacrificed too much to let you ruin my last chance at vengeance. Zildrog will destroy Odessen, and you'll finally know how it feels to lose everything.
I'll tear you apart for what you did to Theron.
There's the true Alliance commander. It's time to end this! Zildrog, lend me your power!
Momentum.
Servant of the Dragon!
No!
Theron's still alive, but just barely.
Couldn't even do that right. It looks like you've won again, Outlander. Like you always do. What are you waiting for? Strike the final blow. Be the hero yet again.
I want justice, not vengeance. You'll be tried for your crimes.
So I rot in a cell on Odessen. I would have preferred death.
I have a team headed your way now. We'll take care of the prisoner.
We don't have much time. Unless we get Theron to Odessen, he won't make it.
Call a shuttle. We're taking Theron home.
Oh, like you've ever taken a break in your life.
Theron.
It's been a while since I was last in this room. It's good to be back. Look, I know I put you through hell. I was reckless and stupid, and it almost cost us everything. I probably don't deserve the trust you showed me. But I did it to protect you and the Alliance. And, if you'll have me, I'll work hard to earn a place at your side. So, what do you say? Are we still a team?
You risked your life for us. There's always a place for you here.
I don't know what I would have done if you'd said no.
I'll give you some privacy.
Every night since I left, I've had the same nightmare. You're walking away, and no matter how fast I run, I can't catch up. Leaving you there on Umbar, it destroyed me. I don't think I'll ever forgive myself for what I did.
I won't pretend it didn't hurt, Theron.
I know I don't deserve it. But can you give your idiot spy boyfriend one more chance?
You don't need another chance. I'll always love you, whatever comes.
Oh, thank the stars. I'll spend the rest of my life showing you how much I love you.
Theron Shan, that sounded an awful lot like a marriage proposal.
What? I didn't. I mean, if you really... Do you?
You'll never know if you don't ask.
You know what? Throwing caution to the wind here. Will you... you know...
This is really difficult for you, isn't it?
Just marry me, please?
When you put it that way, I have to say yes.
Can't believe it. A new chapter, together. The Alliance might change, but Lana and I are here to stay. I don't know what tomorrow will look like, but we have your back. Whatever the future throws our way, we'll all face it. Together.
I would recommend that you travel to Ossus alone. We wouldn't want Malora or her troops to see this as a show of force, or confuse her with unexpected allies.
Translation? Definitely don't take the former Republic spy, or anyone else they might be inclined to shoot on sight.
It is important to make a good first impression.
Great. We're back on the haircut.
I don't like the idea of being apart from you again.
Neither do I. But this is the path forward for you. Just don't go too hard on my old babysitters, huh?
I'll see that a shuttle is prepared for you. May the Force serve you well, Commander. Welcome to Onderon. This is the Royal Hunting Lodge of King Petrith, the current ruler of the planet.
Onderon's been a Republic planet for centuries. Not that Petrith cares, he just wants to sell his planet's resources to anyone willing to pay.
Which is where the Empire comes in.
Exactly. Petrith's greed makes him an easy target for Savik to manipulate. But his nobles aren't playing along.
Petrith may have the throne, but the nobles have control of the capital city and day-to-day operations. If they learn of his imperial ties, he could be deposed.
And what of the Republic fleet we're meant to destroy?
Still gathering in orbit. They're preparing for refueling and resupply operations.
Savik doesn't have the resources to attack the fleet head-on, so we're pretty sure she's going to trick Petrith into doing it for her.
What are your impressions of Darth Savik and King Petrith?
Savik is shrewd, capable. She clearly prefers to keep herself out of any direct combat. Petrith is a fool, but controllable. He'll be no challenge.
Ready to get started? So, what's our next stop?
Set course for Mek-Shar.
Ah! We know it well! A mined-out asteroid converted into a fueling station. We would love to join you. If you think your alliance has room, of course. Please? Please?
It's been a pleasure working with you again. Welcome to the Alliance.
Wonderful.
I have a shuttle prepped and ready, shall we?
Hey, I saw the Sith leave. Am I clear to come in now?
One of yours? Most of the time.
Are we good to go or what? This is not the best neighborhood.
Lead the way.
They minimized the damage this time. But what about the next time?
I can't see the future, Theron. Well, not often, at any rate.
Not exactly reassuring. But I'll admit, could have been a lot worse. I said I'd give him a shot, so I'll give him a shot.
I confess, being fully funded by the Empire might have made our daily operations easier. But I have no qualms with our current arrangement.
I'm glad we're keeping some distance personally.
I'm told there's quite a raucous party up in the officers' lounge. Would you care to be the star guest?
Sounds like fun. Let's go.
It's just this way. Hey, thanks again for finding me that bottle. Of course. If you need anyone to share it, count on it. Mind if I borrow her a minute?
We can catch up later.
I realize this is something you must do without me, but I couldn't let you go without at least wishing you luck. The way this is unfolding, I'm completely disheartened. I never dreamed we'd face Valkorion again, and now you must do so without my help. I hope you know that if I could, I would be by your side for this.
I always appreciate your concern, but I hate making you worry. This will be over soon. I promise.
I don't doubt it. Just stay safe.
Good, you're still here. I was hoping to catch you before you took off.
What is it, Theron?
Oh, you didn't think I'd let you leave without a kiss for luck, did you?
I don't know, you cut it close. But I think you can make it up to me.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can. And there's something else. I hope there's room for one more on that shuttle, because I'm going with you.
I appreciate the thought, but are you sure?
I know it's risky, but Satele is in trouble. I have to help. I lost one parent. I'm not just standing by and letting the other one go. Not if there's something I could do to save her. Whatever the Emperor's doing, I can resist it.
I was on Ziost. He didn't control me then. Sure as hell won't let him affect me now.
Commander.
We need to speak with you. Before you go...
Whatever you need to say, I'm listening.
We're coming with you. We helped you defeat Valkorion before, and we won't abandon you now. Whatever this weapon is that he's unleashed, I'm sure it won't have any power over Arkan and I.
This is just as much our responsibility as it is yours. If there's the slightest chance Valkorion could return, we must do what we can to stop him.
Sorry to interrupt your send-off, but we need to get going.
We will accompany you.
I'm going too.
That is really not a good idea.
Kira is correct. Too many are already infected by Tenebrae's weapon. Bringing you is too great a risk.
That's not your call to make. The only orders I'm following are the commander's.
All right then. What do you think?
I wasn't expecting anyone to offer to come with us, especially since we don't truly know what we're up against. We're going to need all the support we can get. Thank you.
If that is your decision.
It is.
Then let us proceed as carefully as possible. This changes the entire plan.
I wish you all good luck, and I'll keep our forces here on high alert. Should you need us, just say the word.
We appreciate the support, Lana. Thank you.
Whatever you need.
Enough talk. Let us depart before we lose the droid.
Master Satele, she's still alive. But Trad and Syl are dead, and the rest aren't far from it. So much darkness. We have to hurry.
Form a circle, quickly!
I'll keep you covered from here, just in case any stragglers are hiding out.
Theron?
She's my mother. I'm glad I can help, but I don't think I want to see the inside of her mind.
Welcome back. What is this?
A victory party. The best I could do on short notice. We destroyed him. Utterly and forever. The Sith Emperor will never rise again.
I'm sure I've heard that before.
Perhaps. But I think you know truth when you hear it.
Where is everyone else?
My son is helping Kira and Scourge. They're taking my surviving students to our old training grounds on Coruscant. Arkan and Senya have left for Odessen. Perhaps now they will finally know true peace. The rest, Darth Mar, Mitra Surik, Revan, I believe they are one with the Force at last.
Wait, how much time has passed?
That's not important. You have given my son the home he always needed. I never expected a Sith to be the one to help him where I could not, but he is content at last. Thank you.
Theron means everything to me. I want to spend the rest of my life making him happy.
Today, we defeated the most evil and destructive being in history. It has been centuries since the galaxy knew a day without Tenebrae's dark influence. Today is the first step toward a new future. Let's make that future a better one.
The chat you had with Dr. Ogorov paints a better picture of what Malgus may have been up to. Darth Null's work on mind control says a lot, but combining Sith and Jedi toys? That's big news. Malgus following in the footsteps of someone with Jedi connections is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Never mind Hedda Cole getting her hands on Darth Null's holocron.
It's a good thing I have you to sort everything out.
All that work keeps me young, among other advantages.
May I remind you both, we still have more to discuss. What we learned about Darth Nul's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much.
Heads up. Looks like we have a special guest.
Tell these droids to get out of my way! I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Empress and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work.
One of those contracts was destroying the defense grid on Coruscant during an Imperial invasion.
I was there to do a job. I did it and moved on. You should understand that.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Hedda, with or without permission.
She's the leader of the Mandalorians. Shouldn't she have access?
She can take that up with the powers that be. Right now, we're wasting time.
Yes, we are. Time you don't have. I need you to trust me, like back on Runic. So, what's it gonna be?
We'll work together on this.
Smart move.
Doesn't change the fact that Shay isn't on the VIP list.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
More than that, Shay can give advice during my questioning.
Malgus had a few bad habits when I worked with him. I'm betting they're still there. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
Risky, but the situation calls for it.
At least we'll be in full control. If anything seems wrong, we can shut it down.
All right. Everyone be on your guard. Time to pay our guest a visit. Ready?
Always.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
What exactly do you mean by unusual?
It would be best if I explained in person. I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
I sent you to look into the origins of one of Darth Nul's relics. I haven't heard any updates.
What I found. It is best if I show you in person. I will await your arrival.
Voss. Well, at least it's nice this time of year.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling. Is everything all right?
If the two of you are looking for me, something must have gone wrong.
Why do you say that?
You know how to lose someone. If you were here for something else, I doubt you'd allow Lana to follow you.
Must be losing my touch.
Nothing is wrong at the moment. No more than usual, at least. But there is an urgent matter that requires your attention. Members of the Dark Council have insisted on sharing their concerns about the hidden chain, particularly the alarming increase in violent attacks on non-Mandalorian targets.
They want a meeting with you. Yesterday, if possible.
This is a matter for the Mandalorians and their allies to address.
They've got it in their heads that you know something that'll make it all go away, and even if you can't, they want to hear it straight from you.
It certainly doesn't help that the increased surveillance of Shay's movements has provided nothing useful since she disappeared.
We had some of our best people tailing her. But if Mandalore the Avenger doesn't want to be found...
Her absence during all of this has the potential to paint us in a very poor light.
If the Dark Council is sniffing around, let's make sure they don't hear about Shay.
I agree. And if you can put their fears to rest, perhaps they will ease their scrutiny while we find her.
Speaking of, looks like our delay tactics didn't work.
They're more insistent than I thought.
I'll help you set up for the meeting. Just give me a minute.
Of course.
So, how do you really feel about all this?
I'm tired, Theron. Tired of offering trust where it isn't returned or wanted. Will any of it ever count for something?
I like to think it does. Small ways. You know, I'm probably the last person who should be lecturing anyone about running off, so I'm gonna keep my thoughts about Shay to myself. I know what I put you through was hard. I never wanted you to have to go through that again. So, however this thing shakes out, I'm right here. For whatever you need.
Whatever I need. That's a tall order.
Please. You know I'm up to the challenge.
I'll be the judge of that. You're off to a good start.
I aim to please. Come on. Time to get to that meeting. And do what you do best.